kick to the gut.
I like it.
Saudi Mania is done and dusted, and we are here to talk about it. It's Mr. Young.
And it's foreign in the building.
Yo, bro, how are you? The start of a brand new week. I gotta check in on you, man. Are you doing all right?
I'm doing good. I mean, like wrestling-wise, I'm not doing all right, but like...
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, life is all good, you know. I think most of us are just coming out of like all these holidays, like CNY is over and dusted, FIDE is over and dusted, so it's like back into the grind, and then March holidays coming up, so like, annoying.
Right. So basically, you're saying you haven't adjusted back to the working life.
Yes, and I'm still reeling from budget day. This is not gonna be that kind of podcast, and we're not gonna talk about it. But like, yeah, budget day.
Oh, really? This is not the budget 2022 review. Dun 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 dun.
That one must put political commentary underneath subject matter.
Yes, yeah. It's good to see you. It's good to see everybody in chat as well. Edison, what's up? Rishi, good to see you as well. Oh, Edison just called us sexy beasts. Thank you, thank you.
We're just a sexy boss.
Sexy boy. Anyway, we have to thank Y2J Chris Jericho for the sexy beast, thing. He made it a thing, did he not? But it's good to see everybody. As always, we appreciate that you're keeping us company. Whether you're watching the live stream or you're listening to this on the podcast after we finish the live stream. By the way, if you've never joined us on the live stream before, it can get quite rowdy. So we would love for you to join us every Monday afternoon. Like 99.99999% of the time, we will be live.
Yes, we'll try our best. And of course, the reason sometimes when we're not live is because apparently we are adults and we have full-time jobs. So that sucks.
Hey, SmackDown wasn't live. So if WWE can do it, if AEW can do it, we can do it once in a while as well.
Yeah, that is true. Oh, before anything, I want to give a huge shout out to our main girl. I think we would be remiss not to say it right off the top of the show. Deep Royalty. If you can see on the ticker, I think there under the Patreon coming up. Patreon. Shout out. Very slow.
Very slow. Like just get to it.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, Deep Royalty recently became a Patreon subscriber to us. She's been with us since the beginning. Remember when we met her at one of the shows?
Yes. Was it one of the Grapple Max shows or was it SPW? I forget.
I think it's SPW. I remember she came up to me and then she was saying like, hey, I watch you guys are big fans. She always listens to us during her night shifts. And we really appreciate it because like, it's the day ones. It's the day ones that's kept us going all this while.
Absolutely. So, hey, thank you so much for the support. Yes, we do have a Patreon page in case you didn't know. And yes, this is the part of the show where we shill our Patreon page. Go check out Patreon, kick to the guts. And look, there are many different tiers, right? Whatever you're comfortable with, to support us because you like what we do, you enjoy our content. Every tier has its own benefits. You can check out the website. The link is in the description as well, right? So, hey, do consider if you're like, oh, guys, the purse string's a bit tight this month. It's okay. You can always still come hang out on the podcast. We love it and we know that it helps a lot when you hit like, when you share the podcast, help spread the word, the gospel of kicking to the gut.
And the best part is like you really are joining us at our infancy. I just feel like we haven't even tapped the potential of what Kick to the Gut can do, bro.
Bro, with the WWE 2K22 game coming up as well, right? Oh, I foresee so many things we can do with everybody. Fantasy leagues, GM mode stuff. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I like to project into the future once in a while, but we shan't go there yet. What we shall do is, once again, check out the Patreon page, Kick to the Gut, and also check out our Discord if you want to drop by and, just chat with us, talk wrestling. We know wrestling is life, right? So breaking news, you hate it, you love it, tell us about it. The Discord link is also in the description.
Bro, our Discord has been popping this week. This week was a super newsworthy week. I mean, we're going to talk about all the Cody stuff. We gotta talk about Saudi Mania. Saudi Mania was at 1 a.m. Singapore time this weekend. I'm like, what? And then, but the Discord is popping all the time. I really appreciate, when like people in the Discord are like, hey guys, what time Saudi Mania? Can you all let us know?
Yeah.
Like I appreciate because like this kind of information when I didn't know any other wrestling fans, I had to find out for myself.
Yes. So now you can tap on your fellow wrestling fans to let them, fill you in on the details. But yeah, Saudi Mania is 1 a.m. Obviously, I did not stay up to watch it because I am a proper adult these days, unfortunately. I'm not a degenerate like I used to. I used to stay out and watch one, okay.
Hey, Mr. Young, breaking it down, bro.
Suck it. No more. I cannot suck it anymore. I must. That sounds so weird. Anyway.
Bro, you don't suck it, but you suck it. Suck it.
Yeah.
Back pain.
Back pain. Okay, before we get to Saudi Mania and Cody, let's talk about Najwan. What's up? Okay,
let's talk about Najwan. Yeah, what's up, Najwan? What's going on in your life?
Thanks for dropping by the chat. Let's talk about SmackDown a little bit. Maybe AEW, if there's anything that really jumps out at you. Oh, I wanted to say this, okay? AEW Dynamite. Mm-hmm. I think last week was the best Dynamite I've watched thus far.
Really?
Yeah, I would go so far as to say, like, almost every segment was either bearable to really good. And that, to me, makes AEW Dynamite stands out against SmackDown and Raw this week, because SmackDown and Raw this week, again, it's become this weekly trend of it's just a flat line.
And I think we have to take into account the fact that I guess it's a tape show. I think both of them were taped, right? Was Raw taped as well?
No, I don't think Raw was taped. SmackDown was definitely taped, and you can tell. You can. I could tell because like half the time it was a bunch of like video vignettes, which, to be honest, is the best thing that WWE does right now.
Yeah. Can we talk about? Remember, they said it was taped, and then you talk about spoilers and stuff like that. But there was one apparent rumor that they actually redid the table spot segment.
Oh, they didn't. It was it was the botch.
So they let it show, right?
Well,
it was definitely terrible.
Yeah, they tried to. They cut it, so they switched camera angles when Charlotte's head went down, but it still looked like shit.
Bro, Charlotte didn't even hit the table. She just like, alamak.
Yeah, like,
and they just fall.
She bowed.
She just bowed to the king. It was so terrible, bro.
Pascal's good to see you. Welcome to the chat as well. Yeah, no,
it was good. It was good.
It was SmackDown was obviously like, okay lah, we just record this for the sake of putting out a show because everyone has to travel to Saudi Mania. I think once in a while doing that is fine, but the big issue is with the product itself. Right now, the WWE product is so corporate, is so confined, it becomes very bland. It's like that hum, like whereas on the AEW side of things, it's been ups and downs, and the downs have been minimized to a certain extent now, with certain people no longer on our screens and them filling up with talent, which brings me to my next point. Okay, Tovakin, a regular, he shared on the Discord, Wrestling Observer Booker of the Year 2022, Tony Khan. Okay, let's dive into this. Yes. First question, what are we in, February?
Yes.
What? So wait, why is he Booker of 2022 already?
I don't know. Okay, people do year-end awards, bro. He do year-start awards.
Yeah,
he start the award year with awards, really.
Okay, maybe.
I don't understand why.
Yeah, for those of you who actually check out the Pro Wrestling Observer stuff, right? Let us know. Maybe this is one of those like fan votes, so he had to collect the votes and wait a few months. So this reflects 2021. Maybe, right?
Or it's like FIFA lah. They released FIFA 22 in October 2021. So it's like they project ahead. They also like you, Mr. Young. So they will
project ahead.
So like last time WWE 2K22 would have released in October Halloween weekend of the previous year. So maybe that's the case. I don't know.
Well, I mean, a similar analogy, like, so they are obviously playing games here, lah. Like, look. At the end of the day, we all know Uncle Dave and his fan base, they love the AEW product. They are literally like, they're kissing Tony Khan's ass. So I'm not surprised. I'm not saying that Tony Khan has done a shit job. Mind you, I'm not saying that, right? But you also have to take into consideration the competition and all the various factors. Also, Jinlong, what's up, man? It's good to see you.
Hey, what's up?
Because, look, over there, they've how is it that the booking for CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, to a certain extent, who else? John Moxley. Who else has been doing very well, especially year end 2021?
Yeah, like the Elite, Britt Baker.
Well, I don't know
MJF.
About the Elite, but MJF. Yeah, there you go. How much of that is really on the booker? I mean, unless you want to say the booker is the guy who just says yes and no to ideas, right?
Yeah.
Whereas before this high quality talent came in, it was an absolute shit show. Do you see where I'm going with this? So is it so much the booker or is it the talent? right? And if you argue that, okay, well, the booker's job is to get the right talent, then okay, I concede that to you. He has done a good job opening up his wallet, throwing the money.
Assembling his Avengers level talent roster that he has right now.
But then, explain to me Adam Cole. Explain to me Ruby Riott. And very Miro even.
Even to an extent, Malachi Black,
yes. So, like, as much as we want to sing his praises for the things that are working, let's not forget there's a lot that's not working, and it's also a booker thing.
Yeah, but I feel like we sometimes forget that Tony Khan is new to this. He might be a wrestling fan all his life, but he is learning on the job as a creative head of a wrestling company.
It's a very good point. Yes, you're right.
So essentially, right, we have to also accept that there might be a bit of a fanboyness in him, which comes across really, really clearly. Think about it.
It's not a bad thing too. Don't get us wrong, you know. And then you look on the flip side, his competition, right? Can we even apply the term booker to Vince McMahon anymore? If you think about it, no, right? He's running a business. Is he running an empire, if anything? Sure, he may have his hands in, you know, Austin Theory, or some of the top feuds, but everything up and down the card, like, he probably doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Like, bro, at 70 plus years old, I don't even know how he can get up and do 12-hour work days, bro. If I'm at 75, I just want to like wake up, drink kopi and just chill, bro.
Yeah, retire, go chat with friends, right? Yeah, exactly. So my point, I guess, is this award is kind of it's not even relevant anymore. WWE has many bookers, many writers. It's more of a television product and production than a wrestling territory show type thing. So of course Tony Khan will win Best Booker. He has no competition.
The definition of a booker, I think, in 2022, like Tony Khan fits a booker role. Like, there's no such thing as a Vince McMahon in 1999. Yes, Booker of the Year.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
So
like, what up, the Shadow?
Yeah. What's up, Shadow? It's good to see you. So yeah, exactly. Tony Khan is, you know, he fits the Booker role. Not the Booker T 5 time. Why did I do this? Five time. Hey, this and this very similar. Okay.
We should come out more. We should come out like, ooh, like we should do this.
I'm not doing a spinner Rooney.
Okay,
so
don't.
Yeah,
you have the space to do it though if you want.
Yeah, I do. So if somebody subscribes to our Patreon right now, I'll do a spinner Rooney on the spot. Let's go. No, I'm kidding. Please don't.
Hey, no, he's gonna do it. I know he's gonna do it. He will have the space.
Okay. So my point is, like, literally Tony Khan's competition is maybe the head booker of New Japan. Whoever that is, or like one of the smaller, like the indie shows, because WWE is their corporation already that's presenting a wrestling show.
You're great. There's a great point that you brought up in terms of like these awards, right? Essentially, is just like a bunch of people who just thought of something and then like, okay, this is the awards. It's like, you know what? It's like football's writers award. It's they are smart to the business. They're smart to the product. They see the talent. But at the end of the day, it's the be all and all. I'm not saying that there's a lot of politics behind the awards. They are. I assume that they are still objective. But if Tony Khan is going to be nice to me, always give me access to his wrestlers. Wouldn't me, like, as a human being, like, I'm gonna give him a shout out even more.
Oh sure, no, I agree with you 100%, because the Wrestling Observer relies so heavily on these products, and WWE is like, we don't need you. So of course he's gonna side with the one that's gonna be helping him and giving him, objectivity and what aside, right? It's just human nature. But like I said, and you brought up this point as well. This is sort of very insular, very niche. We are all circle jerking ourselves type of award. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, so who said KTTG awards also? Wink, wink. Calling us out, this Sohu. Hey, come on. Sohu, you also come out with awards, what?
Yeah, that's why. Hey, here's the thing. It's not like WWE or AEW gives us any access also. So, Kick to the Gut awards also objective. Well, okay. No. Let me rephrase. Subjective to us. Subjective to our points of view. Except for the fan voting.
Actually, there is fan voting as well. Yeah. We try to be inclusive as well.
But I mean, that's my point as it relates to this whole Best Booker of 2022. It's like any award, okay? Look, like any award, Oscar, Grammy, like, you know, a lot of the Oscar movies are also like, some boring, long-ass, self-wank shit, you know?
Yeah. Okay, but let's go back to the main point. Do you think Tony Khan deserves to be Booker of the Year.
I just said I don't. I'm looking at this, like the title doesn't fucking make sense. But okay, in technical sense, yeah lah, of course. Who else? It's like winning a 3-horse race. Like you can't compare WWE. You are comparing against all the smaller leagues. Of course, he's going to be the best booker of the year. What you know?
Yeah. That's true. I mean, I didn't really look through like who are the award winners and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure I saw worst wrestling show of the year was Raw, and I gotta agree though. Worst wrestling show of the year. I mean, Raw. Come on.
Have you watched Rampage? No. To be fair, Rampage has Hook, and
yeah, it's a Hook show. I mean, it's Friday Night Hook
show. For the hookers. Okay. It's like the funny thing is like comparing apples and oranges and papayas and durians, right? Raw is a 3-hour show. That is what makes it unbearable. It's 3 hours of mediocre stuff. If it's 1 hour of mediocre stuff, which is what Rampage is, it's actually not that bad. It's actually quite watchable, you know? But it's 3 hours of mediocre stuff. That is what makes it terrible.
Yeah, that's true. And also at the end of the day, you need to have like, if for 3 hours to work, right, each hour needs to have a crazy ass show.
Yeah.
You see, if Dynamite spread over 3 hours, right, probably the first 2 hours will be like solid, whatever we see.
Yeah.
But the last hour is gonna just be like Joey Janela. You gotta put in some Sonic Kiss there.
Yeah.
You know?
Does he even still work there?
Yeah, I mean, probably gonna get released soon. Like, why not?
Yeah,
right?
But it is what it is. Like, okay, another example is Battle of the Belts. Remember when they did that, and it was kind of a like Blair show. Yeah,
it was, but I think it's also too early to tell how successful it will be. It's quarterly specials, right?
Yeah, it's like I believe what it is like the network, because they moved them from TNT to TBS. They're like, hey, sorry, we moved you, so we give you an extra, like, you know, special show. And like the whole idea of Battle of the Belts actually kind of hamstrings them. If you remember what happened at Battle of the Belts, this is when Cody kena the COVID. No, not Cody. Is it Cody kena the COVID?
Yes, Cody kena the COVID, and they had to do a interim title, right?
Because the very nature of the show is every match must be a championship. So they came out with a one interim title, and then now Sammy Guevara has to walk around with 2 belts. I mean, it looks cool and everything, but it was quite dumb. Because if you think about it, most of the time, they will just book it. Okay, like he skips 1 week, he come back next week to defend now, or 2 weeks down the road. Yeah.
But I think overall, okay, I don't know what's the difference. There's a couple of awards. Like Wrestling Observer was one. And then there's Pro Wrestling Illustrated, which is the one they talk about a whole big bunch on AEW television last year.
Yeah.
So that was one. So I'm assuming these two are the so-called big independent awards. Because the Wrestling Observer is clearly the Dave Meltzer Awards.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a fan of Pro Wrestling Illustrated because I actually subscribe to it monthly.
Oh shit!
Not monthly in a second. The monthly is a newsletter, but like every quarterly they will put out magazines. So they used to do it like every month, but clearly I think the lack of interest. But PWI, I really like it because they report it right, like an actual news report, like a sports report.
Okay.
Like for example, in terms of Dave Meltzer, he very very subjective. He always talk about, he share his opinion. He said why this won't work. Why he will like book himself, right? Or like push it, right? But pro wrestling, it looks like when they report a WrestleMania review, they will really analyze it like a football. Okay, this happened, this happened, and then analyze. So I like the stats guy in me appreciate it.
The stats guy in you. I mean, when I look at these awards, at the end of the day, right, I feel like it's very much like I said, like a self-wank for the niche.
Self-wank.
You know? And even within the wrestling community, it's like there are lots you can agree, lots you can disagree. It's just a thing that people like to do. It's like the Grammys, like the Emmys and shit like that, right? Yeah. Look, does your average person know about these awards or give a fuck about these awards? Hell no. The fact that not a single Marvel movie has won a Oscar. Oh, that means they are not good or they are unsuccessful? Bullshit. You know?
Yeah, I dare say the property is Marvel property is the reason why people are still watching movies in the cinema. Exactly,
and that's why there are a lot of these salty ass directors. But that's a totally different topic. But I think there are parallels here. I guess my point is, awards. But ultimately, it's like, okay lah, your average person doesn't know. Like even, like, okay, for someone who doesn't watch football, do you think they know what the Ballon d'Or is?
Nah, they don't.
Yeah, exactly, right? So you have this awards only serves the fans, or not even the fans, the niche fans, the smart fans.
Yeah. You know what I would think would be a great award though?
What?
In football, there's this football player of the year where it's voted by fellow footballers.
Okay, so this is like an industry award lah.
Yeah, industry award where like your peers literally vote you as like the best wrestler of the year, that kind of thing. So I think still will have some sort of like a sway. In the sense,
sure.
Even a fan voted award, I think is better. Like it needs to have some sort of metric where there's some sort of objectivity, not some two people decide. I mean, I know me and Yang, I know, but the fan voting, that's clearly there's some sort of objectivity. I think that's the best way to have credibility to this kind of awards, lah.
Sure. Says Suicide Squad won an Oscar. Did they really? For which Suicide Squad? Not the first one.
I'm assuming won an Oscar for best visual effects.
The one with John Cena, because we couldn't see
Is it the one because got Shark? The King Shark. They probably won the best visual effects.
King Shark is going to be played by Samoa Joe in the video game, by the way.
So dope. It's the one the Suicide Squad
kills the Justice League. Oh, I can't wait for that game, bro.
Wait. Speaking of Justice League, I do not know, but whether you have been watching Peacemaker, the TV series.
No, I haven't had time.
Okay, but have you like heard like reviews and like people talking about it?
Yeah, of course.
Bro, I've watched it. I've watched all 8 episodes. John Cena's best acting performance. I can't believe it. I'm saying it, but John Cena has shown so much range in this series that I think he's going down the Batista route, which is always a good thing.
Well, if there's anything we know about John Cena is he hustles, hustle, loyalty, respect. So to that, note, it's like, I'm not surprised that he's going to improve. Like The Rock is literally like superstar, megastar. He can have shit. Like he's like this generation's Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone.
He's bulletproof in that sense. People will go to the cinema for his name value.
Yeah, name value straight up. Cena is like slightly there, slightly not there. Batista is like straight up, all right, he wants to make this his craft. Actor.
Yeah, actor.
He's the best actor.
I don't know whether you want to hear Peacemaker spoilers, but that's a very awesome cameo.
Don't tell me. I want to watch Peacemaker for myself. Don't tell me.
Yeah, so I'm just saying that it's worth it watching all the way to the end because the cameo is worth it.
Okay, there you go. Okay, enough about that. Let's move on then. Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite. I did not watch Rampage this week, so I have no idea what happened.
Jay White had his debut match.
Oh, how was it?
Jay White is good, but I'm just sad because I know how awesome he is in New Japan.
Was it a flip fest? Was it a flip flop fest?
No, nothing against him in ring. Like it was a great match to me. What I'm saying is that he doesn't feel special in Rampage or far the way he's been portrayed.
Bro, this is the best booker of 2022. So you bring in like I know he's on a full-time contract, but he's pretty much a part-timer. Lance Archer, you give him title matches. Right? Yeah. Like, okay, sure. Then you bring in Jay White, who among the smart fan circle see him as like, this guy's a main event guy. He's a championship guy in New Japan. And then you put him on the main event of Rampage. With barely any like hoo-ha fighting some like jobber.
Technically it's Trent lah, but I don't think Trent is a jobber. But you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to say like, clearly they're trying to rekindle their New Japan feud, right?
Yeah, sure.
But New Japan fans will watch New Japan. They're not gonna like, hey, I remember this guy. I'm gonna go watch this new product for them. Not really.
I mean, so this is Tony Khan once again doing like, catering to his that niche audience.
Yeah, like I just wish Jay White had the same aura of a debut as Keith Lee. They literally use Jay White's debut the same way they use Adam Cole's debut, which is as the prologue for the bigger debut.
Yeah. Well, don't even talk about Jay. What is it? Jay Cole? No. I thought you said Jay Lethal for
Jay Lethal. Yes, Jay Lethal also.
I got my J's mixed up. And see, that's why you don't have two people with the same name.
That's why you must change it from Riddle, and instead of Matt Riddle, Matt Hardy, Riddle, and then Matt Hardy.
Yeah. And now you have Adam Cole versus Adam Page, and then you have Ethan Page, and then you have Lan.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I don't know whether you want to talk about Dynamite first, or you want to save the AEW stuff for later.
I mean, okay. Look, we can. I think based on like what we have to talk about, I don't want to dive too deep into Dynamite. Other than saying that it was a really, really good show, I was sports entertained all the way.
Okay, but I would love to talk about one thing. Clearly, this Dynamite was the first Dynamite since the Cody Rhodes departure, quote unquote. I was quite not say surprised, but they made a decision not to even mention about it clearly. But they did something very, very smart.
What?
They straight away opened the show. CM Punk sitting cross-legged in the middle of the ring. I was like, oh, okay. They're straight away going for a huge distraction already. Yeah,
attention, like look here, right? They did mention Cody's name several times, so I don't think there's any bad blood per se, and I don't think AEW is the sort of company like WWE. Oh, you cannot say this name now that they've gone to the other company. They'll continue to say it lah. I just realized.
Can I just say, like,
go ahead.
It was to me, in my opinion, is CM Punk's best promo in AEW.
Okay, you know what? I'll agree with you on that, because usually like a dog collar match, there's a reason we don't see a lot of it, because it's like, it's all right, I guess. Especially now with Elimination Chamber, Hell in a Cell. But that promo made me believe like this was going to be this brutal. Like he sold me on the dog collar concept. And that's what like the WWE is lacking right now, is somebody that will make these, like they have these ridiculous structures, but for whatever reason it seems very like, oh, okay lor. It just seems like a thing. Whereas,
when was the last time Elimination Chamber felt like a violent affair?
Yeah, exactly. Whereas CM Punk with just one promo made the dog collar match sound more violent than the Elimination Chamber somehow. So kudos.
And it's not just the way he sold it, the way he pulled in history, the way, he has been foreshadowing, because they keep talking about Piper in Portland. I was thinking like, okay, he's just calling out old legends. But he managed to weave that into a story and saying that, oh, you want to be Piper so much, why not you be my Valentine? Which I thought was the best line in my opinion, because he not only referenced Greg Valentine and his rivalry with Piper and the dog collar match, and it just makes sense because Valentine's Day just happened. I don't know, everything about it had so many layers that you can dissect. CM Punk is doing what Cody Rhodes wants to do with his promo. Cody Rhodes tries so hard, right?
And then Cody Rhodes like go in fucking circles and talk about this shit, that shit. Yeah, CM Punk is very good at sort of just getting to the point and saying impactful things. And that's why he's literally, like, he is the MVP of AEW, and right now with him there, he's just going to elevate everybody else. People are going to see what he's doing. They're going to be inspired by what he's doing. They're going to learn from him. And like literally one guy can change the entire culture of a company. And we see this in real life as well.
It's true. It's really true. And why I say this is my favorite CM Punk promo is because he's not talking about his return. He's not talking about bad blood. He's like knee deep in an actual rivalry.
Yes.
So he's showing people a CM Punk in a rivalry focused feud, talking about like beating up a guy. So it's like Pro Wrestling 101. And he's doing a great job at it.
Yeah. Like literally he is the best thing in pro wrestling right now.
Yeah. I think the thing that draws people to watching Dynamite is CM Punk. But the one, for me, the one that runs the show in terms of in-ring ability is Bryan Danielson.
Yes. So let's move to that. Great segue, by the way. Also, I just realized maybe I enjoyed the shit out of this AEW Dynamite because there was no Cody at all. maybe.
Bro, you're one of the people that are secretly happy Cody Rhodes leaving AEW, right?
Oh, 100%. No, but then I will have to tahan him in WWE if the rumors are true. Okay, if the rumors are true.
Stardust confirmed. Thanks,
Oh, God. Jason from Brunei, what's up? We just talked about Dave Meltzer voting Tony Khan as best booker of 2021, 2022.
Later you can circle back. But now we're talking about Cody Rhodes really, really soon, okay?
Okay, so, let's get to Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley. And you know my reservations about Jon Moxley, right?
Yep.
But that promo that they did, where John is like, I won't team with, like his last line was like, wow, freaking great line. And this, once again, goes back to, you don't need a long fucking droning ass promo to get your point across, like Cody Rhodes. He was like, look, I won't team with, I don't remember what he said exactly.
It's not a yes, but it's not a no either.
Yeah.
Then before that, he's right at the end, he said that I don't team with anyone that before I bleed with them or
exactly
that I don't bleed with.
Yeah, so he's essentially still leaving the possibility of teaming up out there, but now we have a reason for the match.
Yes,
Brilliant.
I feel
Brilliant.
it's like now their match is not because they hate each other. It's because he wants to earn like he wants Bryan Danielson to prove himself worthy of being his tag team partner.
Earn his respect, test him, put him through the deep water. So I don't know why, I just thought that promo was like one of the best by Mox. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Daniel Bryan is a part of it, and it's a good storyline.
Yeah, and also I feel like he circled back about how 10 years ago he was the rookie fighting Bryan Danielson, right?
Right.
And like clearly he's already gone to the level of a veteran. And I like that. One thing about Mox, you can't deny, he's always confident in his words. He believes what he says. So it's like I know he means it also deep in his heart that, yeah, test me, bro.
Yep.
Like, I want to prove to you that I'm not that rookie anymore. Like, he's saying that not just in the character point of view, but in real life. I feel that they're going to enjoy themselves in this match.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. And the best storylines are the ones where you blur the lines of reality and fantasy, right?
Yeah. Oh, Pascal said, bro, the Galactic Nightmare meme was too good. Did you see when I posted it on our stories?
Yeah.
Shout out to one of my friends. He was saying that we talk. He calls it the American Nightmare in AEW. You know what Vince is gonna do? Vince is gonna make him the polka dot man, just like his dad.
Oh my god!
On plus chop.
See, okay, we will get to the Cody talk later. Okay, we're gonna save it for last. But anything else about Dynamite that really jumped out?
I liked a lot about the Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin match. I think not because they are great. There's a story behind it, and the Andrade stuff at the end, that's another story. But what I like about this match is that, can you see the growth between Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara from when they first started?
Oh yeah.
Because I watched their 2020 Revolution match, it was just flippy shit, fast paced, blah blah blah. But now both of them are very confident performers, and they were telling stories. They actually did headlocks, slowed down the pace. They did like a crazy ass bump, and then they sold for a while. They've improved. Yeah,
because they have veterans like CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, to a certain extent, Chris Jericho in their ear telling them, okay, this is what you need to do. As opposed to when AEW first started, it was all the indie sport show guys, like the Young Bucks, like Kenny Omega. Wait. I just offended the Dave Meltzer fans.
Don't worry, I don't think they listen to the podcast. So it's all good. But you're right. I feel like I'm happy CM Punk and Bryan Danielson is there. I don't know whether they're gonna spill it into the real life storyline wise in terms of becoming like the overarching like NWO faction that all of us were speculating. But I think behind the scenes they are making an effort to go to the young guys and say, okay guys, slow it down, do these things, you know.
Don't go out there and like do 10,000 flips. Okay, so then there was the Matt Hardy Andrade thing that was like, okay, I see like a tag team match coming up. When's Jeff coming? Can like Hardy and Andrade? I'm all for odd couples, but good God, man, those two have no fucking chemistry. It makes no sense. AHF fuck FUCK lah. Like, you know, like.
I mean, in my opinion, Andrade is unintentionally hilarious.
Yeah, you know, I actually like him with his little
warming up a bit, right?
Huh? What's that?
As you're warming up to him as a character.
I've always liked it because you are right. He is unintentionally hilarious when he tries to do these promos. And when he tries to do like I want to buy you, I actually enjoyed it low key. But then you added in the fucking Hardy, and like apparently there's dissension between Private Party and Matt Hardy. It's like, oh wow, this is the feud I didn't care about, nor do I want to see.
No one asked for this feud, right?
Okay, anyway, that aside, okay, main event. Well, then again, the funny thing, it doesn't feel like a main event, does it? Hangman, the Adam versus Adam. I love the promo. Like, Adam Cole can cut a promo like, but when he's standing in front of Adam Page in the ring, I'm like, oh good lord.
You know what?
Seem
like
credible.
Okay, body wise, physicality wise, like it's so different, bro. Like I think Adam Cole just doesn't have the presence right now.
Nope.
He tries to talk. It's almost like a small man syndrome, not like an intimidating situation.
Which is fine. So you have your bruisers to come in and do your dirty work, or you conquer by numbers, correct? Because he has Red Dragon. Oh, guess what? The entire fucking Dark Order also come out. I was like, put your babyface in peril, eh?
The worst part is the promo he called out Hangman Page for not being there for him for with in terms of Dark Order not being good friends to them,
Yeah,
right?
like he has no friends, basically.
I wish Dark Order didn't come out.
Yeah, same. I wish
Dark Order
they
realized that he's not a good friend.
Yeah, I wish they put the beat down on him, so at least there's something to. Oh, he's in jeopardy, right? Like that's 3 versus 1. How is he gonna survive? And then you have your baby face overcome the odds 3v1. Somehow he still does it. But then you realize, he got like 10,000 friends in the Dark, and Dark Order is a massive faction. So it's like, okay lah. So he's not in peril because he has like 10 people behind him. So I'm like, what the hell?
And another issue is, right, I think this is what it boils down to. I believe Adam Page is suffering from the CM Punk 2008 champion syndrome.
Which is?
Did you remember when CM Punk won his first World Heavyweight title in 2008?
Not really, but go ahead.
Okay, let me just refresh your memory. That was the first time he won Money in the Bank.
Okay.
He cashed it in on Batista or what, then he became the champion on Raw. But the problem is going to SummerSlam, right? So he was a champion going to SummerSlam. It was his first title. He was still freshly, put over from ECW.
Sure.
He was a young champion at that time, and his SummerSlam match was against JBL.
Okay.
But here's the problem. At that SummerSlam, the main story, the number 1 draw on Raw was Batista versus John Cena. Essentially, nobody gave a shit about CM Punk being champion at that point in time.
Right.
So his match was actually relegated to the middle of the card at SummerSlam. And he was always treated like an afterthought, even though he was the champion. So even though he was a champion, he was not the main focus of the story.
Yeah.
He wasn't where the storylines were revolving. People weren't chasing to fight him for the title.
Yeah. He's just not that important. Yeah.
But there was, at that point, there was Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho, their crazy rivalry that they had that year, and they have Cena and Batista. So people focusing on this. So there's 4 main eventers that's not even giving a shit about the title.
Exactly, right?
The Adam Page situation.
Yeah, and then like, isn't there now the battle for the Revolution or whatever, the ladder match?
Page of the Revolution ladder match, yeah.
You know that's to contend for what, right?
Yeah, the TNT Championship.
So wouldn't you argue that freaking Sammy Guevara is more of a champion than Adam Page right now?
Yeah, because more people are vying for his title. It's like nobody's disturbing Adam Page.
Yeah, except for one Adam Cole fella.
Yeah, but granted, Adam Cole deserves to be in this spot because he has a great single streak or what stat. Like I think he's the top rank on blah blah blah.
Yeah,
but they are not the focus of the story.
No, they almost feel like an afterthought. And this is your main championship, which is the big problem, right? Jason says, does anyone feel that AEW has the same issue being unable to book a babyface champion? Hangman feels like his story just ended the moment he won the title. I will agree with that line.
Great point. Great point then, Jason. Like, the problem is, right, okay, let's compare the champions, right? When Chris Jericho was a champion, he was the main focus of the show.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah.
The whole thing revolved around Inner Circle, blah, blah, blah. When John Moxley won the title, you're right. John Moxley, when he was chasing for the title against Chris Jericho, he felt interesting. But then when the moment he became champion, I think maybe because the pandemic struck as well, he just became a very boring champion. Couldn't be a fighting champion that he wanted to be.
I would even argue that Kenny Omega's title reign was meh.
And you know why I think it was meh? He was too distracted trying to become the belt collector.
Right. Well, I mean, that could have worked in that they could have made it like a huge thing, right? But somehow it just felt like it didn't hit.
Yeah, I would dare say that he was having better matches before he became champion as a tag team.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, I remember everyone was comparing it to Roman Reigns' Universal title reign. And I'm like, I don't even see the comparison. Like, literally, Roman Reigns has transcended based on this one title reign right now. Like, he's transcended heel, face, whatever. People cheer him, people boo him. He always has a reaction.
Yeah, and I believe Roman Reigns, he's nearing the John Cena level of importance in WWE.
Yes.
While in AEW, the one who I think is that important people are CM Punk, Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
But problem is they are veterans. They are not the main guy carrying the bandwagon.
Yeah. I think what it is a lot, and we said this right from the start when AEW first, started doing a television show. They, being the elite, were great at the spot shows, at the one-offs, right? But they've never had that experience with weekly episodic television building up a star. You were a big fish in a small pond. Now, they are medium-sized fish in a huge-ass ocean.
And then when they have big whales trying to fit inside this small pond, like AKA Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, blah, 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 then they realize, oh shit, this is real quality.
Yeah, and that's where they have leveled up their game now. Now AEW, like you can tell everything from the storylines to, you know, the quality of the show from top to bottom has improved because of Tony Khan, best booker, no. CM Punk and the influx of like really seasoned veteran talents. And
Punk has changed the culture for sure. I think that's the main thing.
Let's not forget that WWE is kind of like handing things over also. Because, you know, William Regal, Samoa Joe, all of them are still out there. Quality talents with great work culture. Like, imagine what a William Regal could do with all these youngsters.
Bro, if it was me, if I was GM of the whole wrestling universe, I wouldn't mind trading out Cody Rhodes for William Regal, bro.
Bro, I would do it in a heartbeat and you know it.
Yeah, of course. If AEW can become NXT black and gold brand, but instead of the creative head being Triple H, creative head being CM Punk, oh my god, bro.
we went into Riddle territory there. But okay, that's a lot on AEW, but I think it warrants it given the state of the wrestling world right now. Okay, like I said, we'll jump into the Cody possibly leaving, and I mean he's left already, but coming back to WWE thing in a bit. But right now it's time for Saudi Mania.
Yeah, let's jump into it. Money,
so much money. Yes. Rey Mysterio missed, didn't watch it. It was on the pre-show. Poor thing, they cannot pre-show.
Okay, but I appreciate Rey Mysterio's Arabic costume. Apparently he wore like this super green outfit and he had a bit of Arabic words. I think it's just to represent Saudi Arabia wearing green, right? But you know, I was looking at the meme. Some people were saying like he was wearing a huge dollar sign costume. Making the money,
making the green. Also, it'd be very easy to CGI him out because he's essentially wearing a green screen suit, right?
That's true. I saw a bit of it, but I kind of like the fact that he is so over, like Rey Mysterio, with the Saudi crowd. And I think the Saudi crowd is a legacy crowd, so I think that's why.
Can I say that I freaking love the Saudi crowd? Like, you know, the audience makes the show, right? And they were there for everything. Like, literally, even like, you know, wrestlers who are like, when you see them come out in a regular US show, like there's barely any reaction. Like freaking Doudrop literally got boo.
Yeah, that's one thing. And you know what? I'm even surprised they didn't bring out the hometown hero, bro.
Oh, what happened to Mansoor?
Where's Mansoor?
Maybe they're like, okay, we see what you're doing with Mansoor, and you guys don't need to do that. Just give us the big names. We don't care about local representation anymore.
Can you like compare? Okay, I'm not trying to make a crazy comparison, but I feel like Saudi crowd is like a Chicago crowd or like a Philly crowd in the US, in the sense that they are smart wrestling fans, I think.
But you know what it is, right? It's they only get this once a year. Of course, they're going to
appreciate it more.
Yeah, they appreciate it so much more. Yeah, Edison, exactly. They were way more alive than your usual pay-per-view events. Goldberg is John Cena in Saudi. Okay, we'll get to that in a bit because there was a very interesting reaction during the Goldberg match. I don't know if everybody noticed, but Mysterio Miz. Okay, the fallout was after Ray beat the Miz. Miz challenged him and Dominic to a match at WrestleMania, right?
So he said that he felt that he needed to find a tag team partner to battle both of them.
Yeah, so is it a WrestleMania match?
No, not yet. I think he just put it out there that he was changing to a match. But the main takeaway from that is people were speculating that could this be Cody's entry point?
Oh, good God, no. Why? Okay. No. It's the Miz. It's got to be a celebrity. I saw a rumor that it could be Johnny Knoxville. I hope it's not, because that would be dumb. Yeah, maybe. But here's the thing. isn't the rumor that Cody is supposed to come in at like a not a main event but like a high up spot? This is not a high up spot.
This is a low cut spot actually.
Okay lah, mid card.
Okay lah.
Okay,
why don't you just bring back Johnny Drip?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you know who it is gonna be? Maris. No, that's her entrance music. You don't know me?
I know, but I apologize for anyone who is French speakers who are listening to this conversation.
What?
We are butchering the language, bro.
That literally go and look up the lyrics. No, I'm just making shit up. Anyway, yeah, it could be Logan Paul. That's another rumor as well. For WrestleMania, they want to bring in the eyes. What?
Yeah, that is true. But I think I don't really care lah.
No, this is your Bad Bunny spot. So I don't know if Bad Bunny is jumping in this year's WrestleMania, so they need another celebrity. So there you go.
Yeah, Bad Bunny won't be a heel for sure. So,
yeah, so it will, and somehow they feuded, right? So
okay, I hope they have a good spot for Ray because he's this year's cover star.
Yes. For
so
WWE
well
2K.
deserved.
Let's start the show then. The main card started with the Universal Championship. Maybe Goldberg needed to fly off first in a private jet or whatever.
Honestly, I like that decision.
Well, it made sense, right? Because in today's climate of the WWE, your main event is the last match. Your second biggest one usually is the first match.
Yes, you had to start the show off hot. And come on, bro. Do you see the crowd erupted when Roman Reigns' music came?
Yes. And that's what I'm saying. Roman Reigns has transcended heel, face, whatever. People just want to see him. He's a box office attraction. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. And I don't know. Sometimes I don't appreciate the entrance enough, but really, Roman Reigns has an amazing end boss entrance.
He does. WWE karaoke coming soon. When we hit the beat drop, when we hit 20 Patreon subscribers, we'll do WWE karaoke on stream. How about that? Let me put that out there.
A podcast with a 5-minute just karaoke of any song you ask us to do.
Anyway, so okay, we start with that, right? And then Goldberg comes out, and then Goldberg gets cheered. But did you notice, during the match, when Goldberg was making his comebacks, when it kind of seemed like he was going to win, the crowd started booing, you know?
Yeah, so they were more Roman Reigns, huh?
Yeah. So I think like we talked about how, remember, like the last few Saudi Manias, Goldberg just got cheered nonstop. I feel like they're starting to smarten up to the wrestling business or whatever it is, but they are also like a bit like tired of seeing this guy in a way.
I think the Saudi crowd are wising up. Like, I think maybe because before that, there's never been shows in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yep.
So they really are like a 80s audience. They are just gullible. They believe whatever that the WWE throws at them.
Yep.
But I think in these last couple of years, when people, I'm sure they hear on social media people shitting on their country for having all these shows. Yep. So I think they want to feel like they belong with other like fans, so that they're just gonna like react how other fans have been reacting all over the world.
Exactly. So the match itself was like, okay lah, what are you gonna do with freaking Goldberg, right? 6 minutes, I believe it was. They teased, you know, it was they teased like Goldberg was gonna win. Didn't Roman Reigns kick out of a spear?
Yeah. Did you like the fact that this wasn't a typical Goldberg match? They actually slowed it down. They tried to slow it down at least.
Well, I mean, they had to lah, because, you know, Oldberg anyway. Like I said, this match was nothing to write home about. It was all about the spectacle and the two auras clashing with each other, which was great. It was fine, right? And then there was this weird end spot. Okay, so the end spot is Roman Reigns gets the guillotine on Goldberg, chokes Goldberg out. The thing is, he got his foot on the rope, did he not? Isn't that supposed to be a rope break? I get that Roman, while holding on to the guillotine, moved him back to the middle, like pulled him away from the rope, but the ref didn't break the hold. Isn't touching the rope supposed to be an automatic rope break?
Was the ref so fixated on the hand that he didn't realize?
I don't know.
Like it.
But this is like, I don't know if maybe Goldberg wasn't meant to touch the rope, but it didn't make sense. Or maybe they did that to bring up a point of contention and this feud continues. Good God, I hope not. I hope that was a mistake.
No. It seems like, based on what Edison said, that he apparently posted like a heartfelt quote-unquote goodbye message on social media before the match. So I think that's the. I mean, I hope, because Goldberg technically already run out his contract already. This is his final match of his existing contract. Oh,
okay. And I mean, he has a bit of a reputation, right, for going into business for himself. Like his image of Goldberg is very.
He believes his own hype, lah. He's a Hogan, he's a mark for himself.
Yeah, exactly, right. So do you think he purposely touched the rope to make it so that the finish wasn't legit?
I'm sure he wouldn't do anything that he didn't plan beforehand.
Yeah.
But man, maybe he fight for it. He's like, hey, I still gotta keep strong somehow. Like I might have given up, I might have fainted, but like I still had to wear it all to hold the ropes.
No, and like technically that should have been a rope break, right?
Yeah.
Jason says the ropes acknowledge Roman first Balor. Now, oh my God, yes! Remember the accident that was never fucking explained?
Oh yeah, fuck lah, bro, Balor.
Yeah, the rope broke, right, and that cost him the match.
Balor's situation will go down in history the same as who raised the briefcase during the Stone Cold and Vince McMahon match. And who throw pie at Kevin Owens' face. Like, it was never been explained. Will never be.
The mysteries of, you know what? One day, WWE Network should do a who did it, like, and then they do it like documentary style. They purposely make jokes and shit like that. Bro, that's content, man.
Bro, and then they had to hire Neil deGrasse, the mysteries of the WWE universe.
And he just sit there and then explains the whole situation. That's hilarious. And then they interview Finn Balor. Finn Balor sit down, blah 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 blah. And then
they
Paul
must do
Heyman's,
it tongue in cheek. They must do it like with a wink wink.
Yeah. Okay, that aside though, I think most people wouldn't have caught it lah. But that aside, it is what it is. Div Royalty says it was probably a legit botch. Probably, like, they just didn't think. Like, oh yeah, rope break means break the hole. But then again, do you think they care about these details anymore? I think not.
Rishi, I feel you too, bro. He said like he suddenly got images of Finn Balor jerking on the floor.
Walao eh. Okay, let's move on then. So Roman Reigns retains. I mean, this was quite obvious. He did it like pretty clean.
Yeah, pretty clean. I guess this was Goldberg's way of putting over Roman Reigns.
Oh my God, did you see I think he put up an Instagram post about how he wanted to put over, in this run, he put over Bobby Lashley. I'm like, but did you really?
Didn't he beat Bobby Lashley at the last Saudi Mania?
Yeah, I can't remember the result, but...
He did. He speared Bobby Lashley off the stage, remember?
Yeah, but just having a match with him elevates Bobby's status. I was like, that's why Goldberg annoys me. Like he believes his hype way too much to a point where it's like, okay.
Every time I get annoyed by Goldberg, you know what I think of?
What?
I think of his match with Drew McIntyre last year. You know when Drew McIntyre said, "Bro, fighting with you is like fighting with my dad." It's fighting with my dad, mate.
Okay, let's move on. Then Bianca Belair. Alexa Bliss, Doudrop, Liv Morgan, Nikki ASH, Rhea Ripley, Elimination Chamber. Okay, look, man. Y'all also know I shrimp for Alexa Bliss, right? I mean, she shows up as the final entrant in the shittiest way possible on Raw. Like, oh, I'm cured. Ha! But I still have the doll. So she's kind of goddess, but no, she's still got the doll. You know what I think it is? And somebody, I can't remember who posted this on social media, but somebody mentioned that they probably made like 100,000 Lily dolls they haven't sold. So they're like, okay, you know what? You can come back, not really fiendish, but still do the weird girl thing with the doll so we can sell the fucking dolls before you can go back to your old goddess character.
So they must clear last stock lah.
Yeah. Because it's like, why? Like, this whole Lily thing is... Why?
Okay. Is it really true that this Lily merchandise is actually selling well?
No, I don't know. No, maybe it's not selling well. Maybe they have 100,000 in a warehouse. They're like, fuck, we don't know what to do with this.
Okay, man. I don't know about that, but like... we gotta talk about the match itself. But before all that, can I just give a shout out to like whoever makes their wardrobe? Because okay, like previously, the female wrestlers have they cover up lah,
Yeah.
but they be
Bro.
wearing like huge ass t-shirts that make them look like they're wrestling in a potato sack.
Bro, we talked about this last week and they did the right thing, right? They made it a part of their attire. Instead of, so the restriction, they have to cover up, blah, 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 that kind of thing. But it still reflects who they are. Like, even Doudrop's outfit was awesome. Rhea Ripley's outfit was badass.
Yeah, bro, Rhea Ripley looked like the Matrix, like Terminator, bro, with the whole black suit.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. So they came out with their personality in their outfits, like they usually do, but this time with long sleeves, long leggings and stuff like that, right? So yeah, it worked. It worked perfectly.
And actually, it's actually really added to their look. Like, like for example, right? Rhea really was a great example. But I really love when later on Sonya Deville and Charlotte Flair, when she wore the whole red suit, she just radiated this like powerful evil villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sonya Deville clearly looked like the bad dominatrix boss as bitch, I guess that she's trying to be lah. And yeah, I just like the fact that they did it in such creative ways. It really. I gave shout out to the wardrobe people because I really enjoyed looking at them as well as watching the match. Like looking at their attires, I mean.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, it made them look even more thirst-worthy, if you know what I mean. Because it's all skin tight, right? And shiny and smooth. It's like, oh my God.
But no, that's the thing I was quite surprised, okay? Because, right, as a Muslim, when they say cover up, it's actually, the definition is like, wear loose fitting attire.
Yeah, so you don't see. Yeah, I get it.
The shapes, right? So that's why they initially wore the shirt all.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether they somehow managed to compromise or what, but then some of them were like tight. I was like, hey, all this like Arabic mess, like, ooh, really?
See, they are basically working with the rules that were given, but they're like, okay, let's, you say, okay, cover all, we cover all, but fucking tight, right? Like, okay, and this is a weird thing for me to say, but like, look, Becky Lynch is a very attractive woman, yes? We can all agree with that. But I never looked at her in a thirst way. I was like, oh, she's just attractive. And her outfits are like outrageous. She looks good in them, right? I never really thirst for Becky Lynch. But then she go and wear this tight thing, like PVC, whatever, not PVC, like spandex thing. I was like, woo! I was like, oh, cannot. Oh.
Okay, wrestling fam. I think we found out Mr. Young's fetish.
What?
PVC?
Not PVC, spandex.
I think, yeah, Mr. You are a spandex man. I see you, fam. See you.
But you know what I mean, right? Like,
I get it. Like the people that you never really thought in the third step trap way because of certain outfits. Yeah.
All of a sudden I was like, whoa, okay, hell yeah. Anyway, let's just keep this PG. Let's keep these family friendly.
For the record, I was super, attracted to Rhea Ripley's outfit, not because like it was turned on or what, but it was just like, badass. It just accentuated her power. Like, whoa, like badass, man.
Yeah, bro. And the thing is, they were all covered up, right? Like, beyond the initial entrances, after that, you forgot they were all covered up because they look like their characters.
Yes, that's the point. And talking about the match itself, I just felt like it kind of made it feel so important. Okay, I don't know about you, but I thought this Elimination Chamber between the women somehow felt important. Maybe because it was a Saudi Arabia crowd, maybe it was their outfits, whatever it is.
Bro, I think you brought up, that was exactly what I was going to say. This crowd made everyone a star. When they came out, boo, or cheer, like all of a sudden, like just from the visuals and the audio, Doudrop became a star. Even though like if she comes out on a Monday Night Raw, crowd is like, oh, okay, nobody cares. Or Liv Morgan's like, bad. But when they came out, I was surprised that people were cheering so hard for Liv Morgan. I was like, because, now her heat has completely like tapered off.
Especially after she changed her song, hit her new song. But...
Oh my God, yes. Okay. I was randomly thinking about something the other day. Ricochet. Okay, this is me just completely speculating, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know why I had Ricochet's old music in my head, the notes and everything. Then I was like, hey, it sounds very similar to Roman Reigns' entrance. The notes, not in terms of tempo, but notes. Then I was like, maybe that's why they changed Ricochet's music, because the chord progression, everything sounds too similar to Roman Reigns. I was like, is that the reason? I know, I'm just making shit up right now. I was doing laundry. I remember that. I even think about wrestling when I'm doing laundry, okay? I was like, dun, 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 dun. I was thinking about the song. I was like, hey, why does this sound so familiar? Like, Roman Reigns' entrance. They're like, oh, is that why they changed it?
Oh, hey, you're now that you say about it, now you think about it, like there is some similarities.
Yeah, like maybe the chord progression or the note progression, like, and then you slow it down and make it more ominous. It sounds like Roman Reigns.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, I mean, I'm a music guy. I love music. I realized one thing that WWE likes to do. They have this very bad habit.
What's that?
You know how they want to change someone from baby face to from heel to baby face? Mm-hmm. So their music initially is slow and ominous, but now when they become baby face, they just make it faster.
Yeah.
And poppier. As in, like, it's the same exact melody.
Yeah.
So it's just make it faster. Didn't you hear the Liv Morgan one?
Oh yeah, of course. Because
it's like,
technically she was kind of heel when she first re-debuted with her music, but yeah.
That is like dun 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 dun. I'm like, fuck off lah. Let's keep it mysterious like that.
Yeah, why not, right? And
you know who else has that kind of problem?
Who?
I don't know. Okay, this might be a while back, years ago, but remember Victoria's music?
Yes.
I'm a girl with put my hands up, put my hands up.
I'm not the woman to mess with. Was that?
Yeah. I mean, a lady to mess with. So that was like a very chill, like kind of like a badass swagger.
Yeah.
Then when she became a face, put my girl with the face up, put my hands up, a lady to mess with.
Hey bro, WWE karaoke. This needs to be a thing.
Yeah, man, annoying lah, very annoying. Like, so I'm so sorry. Like, I hope that WWE 2K games has their original music.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to the match itself. The match itself. I mean, okay. Apart from the fact that the Elimination Chamber at this point to me feels very overdone and it's just another match, right? Did you enjoy it? I enjoyed the hell out of it.
I did, and you know why I enjoyed it? I think the booking was kind of it fits where everyone was.
Right.
Even Alexa Bliss coming out last and like being the final two, I think makes sense in the story of her becoming like a big deal coming back. Yeah,
but okay, that I'm glad you brought that up because I enjoyed everything up to there. Because as a fan of Alexa Bliss, I was like, y'all did my girl dirty. Like, you know, she was kind of like, okay, big comeback, but she lost.
Yeah. That was tough.
I mean, the right person went over. Don't get me wrong. Like, Bianca Belair definitely deserves that shot, right?
Yeah,
but as an Alexa Bliss shrimp, that sucked.
Yeah, that sucked.
I don't know what else to say. And like, okay, losing is one thing. It's fine to lose if her comeback was impactful. Yeah. It felt like she'd been there the whole time. Like, you know what I mean? It didn't feel like she's back.
Yeah, it wasn't a like whoa moment that she's back.
It was, and you compare that to when she was in the WWE last, she was doing all this mystical, weird production shit, like, you know, lights go out, blood oozing or black tar oozing, and now she's just like schoolgirl, twisted schoolgirl. It's like, oh, okay.
I still maintain, right, her best way to have debuted or returned should have been at the Royal Rumble. Surprise entrance.
Yes.
That would have given her the pop.
Yeah, let's face it. These therapy videos have been just a pain in the ass to watch.
In my opinion, the therapy videos kind of like minimize her return.
Exactly, because they weren't good. If they were good, at least okay, fine, you build anticipation. But every week, those videos made no sense, went nowhere, and it was just bad acting too. Like, I don't. Like, why would they go? I've watched porn with better acting. Okay.
Okay, the takeaway from that is Mr. Young watches porn. Okay, guys, please record. Please
remember. Excuse me. Okay. From what I've been told, I mean that's what I mean. But you know what I mean? It was just bad acting, just on both sides, both the quote unquote fake therapist and Alexa Bliss just being her whatever lah. And I thought she was gonna just come out as the goddess, but with the doll. But no, she came out as the Fiend character. What? She was still wearing the skirt thing. So did you actually change at all?
I think the only way to find out is when they go back to US and they get to really wear their outfit. I really do not know. Like, maybe if she wears her goddess, because her goddess outfit is like a bit skimpier, I guess. So I don't know. I really don't know. But I felt like she was done dirty in this match as well. Like it was unfortunate, but you know she couldn't win because I don't think her winning over Bianca Belair didn't feel like the right move. Yeah. Bianca deserved to go to WrestleMania.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley looked like a badass, like she should, right? Liv and Doudrop, they were just there. It happened.
Ask you, bro, is this the best Rhea Ripley has looked since she's been on the main roster?
Yes. Yes,
right?
I agree with you. Yeah.
She did, right? Yeah.
But they had to give the shine to Bianca. So there you go.
Yeah, and I like that this means Bianca is gonna be facing off against Becky Lynch. I think that's a great. Okay, it might not be the marquee match of a Ronda Charlotte, but this is gonna be the work rate match for the women.
Yep.
The showcase for the women.
And hopefully this will elevate Bianca finally. Like she already had her moment with Sasha Banks. Let Becky Lynch give her the shine and push her the next step, right?
She's the next generation of women after the original Four Horsemen that I think need to lead them into the new generation.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on then. On to the next match. Naomi and Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville. And we already talked about their outfits, but we didn't talk about Ronda's gi, judo gi. Okay, I thought this was a nice touch. Because it seems to me right now, she's maybe not in like the best shape. So, remember her return?
Yeah, as in in terms of her performance wise or what?
No, as in body wise, because she just gave birth.
Oh, okay,
right?
okay.
So didn't you notice in what's that Royal Rumble when she returned, right? She was in all black because black slims, and it wasn't more colorful like she used to be. She had the white top, the
Rowdy Piper
color scheme, right? So now it's all black. That didn't make sense. I think she was trying to cover up the fact that she wasn't in the perfect shape that she wanted to be lah.
Okay.
And that's why she brought the gi and didn't want to bring anything skin tight hugging. And it fits her.
I thought it was her trying to pay homage to her judo background. This is me if I was in Ronda Rousey's shoes.
Yeah.
It's you want me to cover up? Okay lah, I lazy to come out with new gear. I just wear my old gear lah.
Well, it does pay homage to who she is as well, right? She's known as a judoka. And maybe also with the stipulation where she had to tie one hand behind the back.
Yeah.
So she had to go back to her judo roots to do this.
Yeah, I honestly like the fact that she came out barefaced without makeup.
Did she?
Yeah, she didn't. If you look back at the match, she didn't wear makeup.
I didn't notice this. Oh, she's so beautiful. I didn't even notice it.
Oh, so sweet. Yeah, she came out barefaced. You know what thing I really like? I actually chuckle at it because when she walked to the ring, she was just wearing slippers.
Right.
So I was thinking back. Is this the first time in wrestling history that someone come to the ring wearing slippers other than wearing sandals? Sure, but
yeah. But and since this match started first, so yeah, technically she's the first lah. Yeah.
But it wasn't funny lah. But anyway, match aside, right? I don't know. I can't tell whether this performance was a good performance from her because of the stipulation. The stipulation, I think, hindered it a lot.
Yeah, it was just extra gaga to make it such that she doesn't have her technically didn't have her one-on-one with Charlotte.
Yeah.
Saving that. Yeah.
I think she kind of got comfortable as the match wore on. I think because she had great people around to do the workload. Naomi was good in this match.
Yep.
She played the baby face that's saving Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, and the whole idea was to put Naomi over, right? You can see too, in the way Ronda Rousey on social media has been praising Naomi, and okay, she's trying to put Naomi over.
Other people over, yeah. So that's nice of them. And Charlotte comes across as like Charlotte really carries herself like a star.
Yep.
Yeah, so her walking away when Sonya Deville is gonna lose, I felt was such a great villainous move.
Yeah, it fits her character and everything. So it was a decent enough match. I have nothing to complain about given the stipulation and everything. Obviously, it's just to build up to Rousey versus Flair at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Honestly, the first three matches on this card actually got me okay, yeah, so far everything's going great. Crowd was great. Action was great. I was enjoying myself at 1 a.m. in the morning watching this.
So you watched the whole thing live all the way till 3, yeah?
I fell asleep. Okay, when I was watching it live, I fell asleep right before the main event chamber match. So
okay.
I think I avoided the misery of the last one. We'll talk about it.
The misery. Drew McIntyre, Madcap Moss. Okay, this is the big toilet break. But
this is the big botch club.
Oh my god, yes, that too. To be fair though, I feel like after watching this match, I had way more respect for Madcap and for Drew for trying to put him over. But good god, man, that Alabama slam. Okay.
What the hell?
Poor Madcap. So, okay, Alabama slam is essentially a front bump, right? Swing him down, front bump. But I don't know why Madcap fucking tucked and landed on his head.
Yeah, I really don't know. Okay, first of all, right, the Alabama Slam done by Hardcore Holly is the opposite bump because it's supposed to be a back
bump. Yeah.
But this one is like a forward front face plant, right?
Yeah.
I can't tell whether he over rotated because of the force of Drew McIntyre. I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
Because that could be the only reason why. Why would Matt Moss knowingly try to do, unless he was trying to go for a victory roll?
Maybe, and he botched the victory roll. It is the wrestler's instinct, right, to tuck the chin, to take bumps. So maybe that could be it, and he just blanked for a second. The same, like, AJ Styles Clash, right?
Yep.
I fully understand the irony of me talking about how to take bumps, by the way, taking the worst spear in history. But that aside, right, as an observer, like, Mr. Young, master of the front bump, exactly. I am the master of the front bump. Everything I also front bump. But like AJ Styles, when he does the Styles Clash, it actually is counterintuitive. When he lands it, right, you're not supposed to tuck your chin. You're supposed to look up. Because if you tuck your chin, you'll break your neck taking the Styles Clash.
Yeah, for sure. Is that your dog, Gabe?
Yes, my doggy. She's scratching.
Oh, she's scratching there. Her bells are tinkling.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay. So, okay.
Maybe that is the issue, like, in this case. Like, instinctively, I'm taking a bump, I tuck my chin, but instead, like, he should have, like, took it face first lah. Yeah.
I've always wondered why AJ Styles decided on that as the finisher, because it's a very dangerous finisher.
Yeah.
Especially, can you imagine trying to do it on a tall guy?
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's why he doesn't do it very often. That's why, like, when it comes to finishers, right, really, the RKO is the best of all worlds. You can do it to anybody. You can hit it from anywhere. It's almost like a strike. And all it is a front flop.
The only one that hurts, I think, is, and of course, Randy Orton has said it recently, that taking these bumps 1,000 times over his entire life, I think it's taking his toll.
But it's better than the stunner. Like, the stunner is literally tailbone impact, right? At least this one, he is a flat back bump.
Yeah, that's true. And like going back to the match itself, like why? Okay, Maccat Moss is literally the perfect example of a great wrestler hindered by a bad gimmick.
Oh my god, yes. Not a bad gimmick, bro. It's terrible. It's like, after watching this match, I feel even more offended by his gimmick. It's like I would buy this guy as a badass, like, but he's acting a fool.
He is a bad. I mean, okay, first of all, you see his body.
Yeah.
He's one of the best bodies in WWE right now. Yeah. And he's an athletic, big size guy. If he was put on if he was given a Rich Holland gimmick or like something like a Sheamus, I think he can pull it off.
Bro. I love that you brought that up, because I don't know why I suddenly thought of Ridge Holland and Sheamus, and I got really pissed off at what happened on SmackDown, which we forgot to bring up, that they're teasing a breakup.
Already?
Yeah, like, already? Really? They barely had any. I know Ridge broke his nose or whatever, but it's like, let it play out a little bit more. Why are you breaking them up already, Sia?
It's a Omar situation. It's gonna be a situation where like Omar is just gonna flounder, which he currently is.
At least, okay, like Rich Holland, I think he can, like, from his NXT days, he has a bigger upside, I feel. But yeah, like, having him turn face with zero personality to begin with is he's gonna be like,
it's gonna be tough. But like I said, Maccat Moss is further along in his development. I think he already has. I think it may. Honestly, this could be Vince McMahon just trying to shit on him, just like, okay, I'm gonna give you a shitty gimmick. Can you make it work or not?
Yeah, and then like pay your dues. Like, okay, this fella went through a lot of bullshit, right? Let's give him a proper gimmick now. What I hope to see in the future is somebody like a proper veteran, go up to Madcap, slap him in the face, and tell him, why are you messing around? You have all the tools. And then like take him under his wing and actually have a proper manager, and then he becomes a badass. Yeah, and like get him away from Baron Corbin lah, basically.
Speaking of Baron Corbin, bro, I think he is this generation Godfather, bro. Okay, I'm not trying to make you spill your water, but do you understand why I say it?
Why?
He has so many gimmicks throughout his entire life. I think he's only gonna stumble on his perfect gimmick at the end of his life, at the end of his career.
Right, which is Godfather lah.
This is Godfather.
So basically, we need a hose. Is that it?
He needs some hose. His best ever gimmick was actually the Lone Wolf in NXT.
No, I enjoyed the shit out of his hobo
Okay. Yeah, his Hobo Run last year was amazing. as
Hobo
well,
Run,
for sure.
yeah. You know what I really like? Okay, totally random, but you know, WWE 2K22, right? They've been showing trailers and everything. I watched the developer updates. So like once every 2-3 weeks, they do like an update where they show off new features.
Ringside Report, right?
Yeah, Ringside Report. Yeah. So I think one of Ringside Reports, they showed the no. I think it was up, down, down. Anyway, one of these fucking shows, YouTube
ratings,
shows,
the ratings
show, they showed Baron Corbin's entrance. And I got upset. I legit got upset because it's the ding 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 ding, and then his fucking stupid song. I was like,
It's the new one.
oh, I hope they have the old one in there because that's the first thing I'm gonna change.
Is it the dun dun? Is it the King one?
Yeah, the King one was awesome. Remember?
Yeah.
Bring back King Corbin. Bring back Hobo Corbin. Just don't give me fucking ding 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 ding.
I'm pretty sure they used that theme song for Rob Gronkowski when he was in WWE. Did he?
I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, back to the match. Look, two big guys just going at it. It was a horse match. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Aside from the, potential like bodily injury to Madcap Moss. Also, the attempted decapitation by Drew McIntyre. Okay.
I need to talk about that, bro.
All right. Like, I didn't think they would go. They've teased it, but I'm like, Drew is supposed to be like this face, like good guy. You want us to cheer for him almost decapitating somebody? Really?
Bro, you know why, right? Because this was in Saudi Arabia, bro. That's where it will get the biggest pop. When a guy swings a sword in Saudi Arabia, that is like, yeah, man, motherfucker. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do every day.
I have no comments about that, but to me, it was like, okay.
Okay, I honestly, that was the only time in watching wrestling that I genuinely feared for someone's life.
Yeah, right? Because he legit swing, and obviously they planned it, right? But
I'm sure they did.
It's still so risky.
Yeah. Like, I know he dropped down and rolled as fast as he could. But can you imagine if, I don't know, like because he came in it in a full swing, he's like literally was going to whack this fella, you know?
Yeah, even if it's not sharp, even if it's blunt AF, it's still going to hurt if you connect with that son of a bitch, right? So it's like, I don't know if they needed to take that risk. I mean, we said on the show before, like, look, some things look hokey, but they have to be done like that to keep the performers safe. At the end of the day, the performers need to be safe. That one didn't seem like safe in that if he just ducked 1 second too late, that's it, you're going to whack him in the eye already.
Or he's just going to have his neck decapitated like a Mortal Kombat fatality. So.
Yeah, right? Like even like Triple H with the sledgehammer. Like, you know how he holds it. It looks hokey as fuck. But I think we accept it because we realize, okay, like we don't really want him to smash him on the head. He will kill somebody, right? So like, when he hits, it's the dumbest thing, right? He covers the head of the sledgehammer and then uses the back of his hand to hit. Like, who the fuck swings the sledgehammer like that? But at least it's safe.
Yes, it's safe. And also, I like the fact that for he teases it, like he only takes it out like right now, right? Because Drew McIntyre carries the sword wherever he goes. Doesn't feel like a big deal.
Yeah.
But when shit happens in a Triple H match, he said, fuck, I need to go get my equalizer. Then he pulls out the sledgehammer. Everyone always pops for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's the thing. Like, you want to bring weapons all the time. Like, don't diminish its value.
Yeah. And don't like have it all the time. Like, bring it into the ring, hold it. I totally get what you mean as well. And this is a very specific weapon too. It's a sword.
Yeah, it is. That's why I say only in Saudi Arabia this works.
Okay, let's move on then. On to Becky Lynch versus Lita for the Raw Women's Championship. And yes, once again, Becky Lynch. Might be the first time I've thirsted for her in that way, but Lita looked great.
I should really watch back the batch and take a quick look at her outfit.
Okay. Or maybe it's because, I couldn't get into this match for one reason only. Becky Lynch was fucking loud. Did you notice this?
She was calling her spots or she was just talking trash?
She was calling her spots so loudly. I was like, I counted at least 4 times. I literally heard. And I'm not the sort of person who to pay attention like that closely. But when the first time it happened, I was like, oh, okay, that was a bit obvious. Second time, I was like, okay. Third time, I was like, okay, that's a bit too much already.
Wait. Tell me the exact spot that you remembered.
Bro, the first one, yeah, literally they were trading and then they were staring. Slap me. I was like, fuck. That was loud. And then Lita slapped her lah, you know? And then there was another spot. Throw me in the corner. And then throw in it. I was like, oh my god, it's so loud.
I remember when during the Broken Skull sessions, Undertaker talk about he was calling spots with Bruiser Brody. Do you remember?
No.
Arm drag.
Oh, right. They like sneak it into the
like the actual like grappling or like the between the grunts.
Yeah, maybe the girls don't grunt enough. I don't know, but it was so goddamn obvious.
Yeah. You know, it reminds me of people's criticism of John Cena because John Cena apparently used to be a loud spot caller back in the day.
Okay, could it be because they don't have that many matches together? So unlike like let's say Becky versus Liv, Becky versus Charlotte, they know each other very well. And I mean, Lita is not known to be this incredible technical wrestler anyway, right? So Becky calling the match made sense. The problem is she was calling it way too obviously and way too loudly. Like I couldn't get into it because I kept hearing these names. The entire match, I was like, okay, what else can I catch? What else is she gonna say?
Yeah, I think that's just the case. That's essentially like maybe there was a lot of pressure to give Lita a great match, and she just wanted to do the best that she could, and she wanted to make sure Lita knows what spots to go for. I think that's the case.
Yeah, but then it turned out to be a little bit distracting for me anyway. I don't know if like it distracted you. What did you think of the match?
I think Lita gave a great account of herself. It really reminded me of the SummerSlam 2019 match between was it Charlotte Flair and Trish Stratus when Trish Stratus had her comeback so-called match.
Yeah.
It really made me want to see Lita have another match at WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
I think she has a run in her, like not just a one-off match. I think she has a run in her. Don't be surprised if WWE actually might put the title on her like later in the year.
Okay, how do you justify her coming back for WrestleMania though? Because right now, it seems like, the way this finished, Becky Lynch won. I mean, you know, she tried to cheat here and there, but it's a shock win. It wasn't like a clean finish, which is fine, right? But does Lita's performance warrant another match and another run? And B, where do they go with the story? Because now Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch is the main story for the Raw Women's Championship.
I think Lita is not going to fight for the title. Not at WrestleMania, at least. She might go down the card, but I think if I were to book her in a match at WrestleMania, she needs to be a legend versus current star, like my girl that I would love for her to face is Sasha Banks.
And Sasha Banks doesn't have a dance partner yet, so maybe.
Yeah. Sasha Banks was nowhere to be seen this entire month, and of course, Elimination Chamber.
But we've come to expect that from the boss. It's like, you know, certain bosses, you never see them. They only come in like at like 5 p.m. Like, hey, hello. You're doing well. Okay.
Very realistic. I wonder who is it, bro? Mr. Young.
Walk around like that. And then after that, 7 p.m. Okay, go home.
Then come got kopi. Hey guys, you guys want anything? You want anything? I get you guys kopi. Then he disappear from the office for 3 hours.
Yeah, and then come back. You know, it's like, hey, okay.
Wallah, bro, too realistic. Too accurate, bro.
Relatable. You know the bosses, they just walk around the office like that. The hand must be behind the back.
Yeah, I aspire to be that kind of boss.
Yeah, just once in a while, walk out of your cave, look here, look there, make sure everyone's doing stuff, and then come back.
But she really is living up to her name, lah. She is acting like the boss, lah.
Yeah, so there you go. I guess I wouldn't mind seeing Lita just for name value and, you know, nostalgia, but this match was it didn't make me want to see her more.
I think
it felt like a send-off match, if anything.
Yeah, I feel like Becky, it's the same situation in Roman Reigns. Like they needed the notch on the name of the title. Like, oh, I beat this legend during my title reign run. I think that's what it is essentially, right?
Yeah, I think so too. It's like what Charlotte did with Trish, and also because it's Saudi, they need to bring a big name, so they have to cycle through their names. What if Lita's going into the Hall of Fame?
Ooh, Lita. But Lita is already in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Is she?
About. Yeah, she did. She was in there in 2014, the same year as Ultimate Warrior, bro.
Okay. Never mind then.
No, you talk about it before because remember you talk about how sometimes last time the Hall of Fame was so long because the people keep rambling on and on. I remember Lita's one was quite a rambling speech.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but okay lah. It was nice to see. I mean, I was always a fan of Lita, but Lita of 2000, like she will never be as great as that.
Wait, Lita 2000 is Team Extreme or Rated R?
Team Extreme Lita in terms of in terms of popularity.
Yeah. I mean, who is it that made the promo that I chuckled at? You made all the girls wear their thong on the outside of their pants or something. That was a damn funny line.
That was Becky Lynch.
Oh, Becky, yeah, I laughed at that because it's so true. I remember, I told you this story 1,000 times. Clubbing. I go out clubbing. I see all the girls, the thongs sticking out of the pants. I'm like, woo, that was the heyday of my clubbing days, bro.
So this was 2000s lah.
Yeah. I was like, cannot be like, I don't know, maybe this was a trend elsewhere, but I noticed this. I noticed this a lot because I had the wandering eye back in the day.
Who else in pop culture had this thong thing going on? It wasn't only just Lita.
Maybe it was like skater girl, skater boy culture as well.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I clearly remember it was Lita that was like the only girl I saw doing this.
Yeah.
I wish I was of age at that time to check all these Minas doing it because clearly the Minas are all high class, not doing this shit right now. So.
What the fuck? Let's move on. The Usos. Okay, well, this match didn't even fucking take place. I don't get it. Like, they literally, before the main event, they played a bunch of video packages, right? The Undertaker one. Who else? There were a few video packages.
Seth Rollins.
Why did they play a Seth Rollins video package instead of letting these guys have a match? I feel so bad. Oh, Ray. Okay, your match is over.
Bro, they travel how many hours to Saudi Arabia just to take that?
Hey, maybe for them it's good because they get paid the same, I'm sure.
Bro, if I tell you right now, bro, I'm gonna pay you $200,000 to go to Saudi Arabia just to take a front spear bump. Will you do it?
Hell yeah, 200,000. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
That's essentially what probably the conversation that they had. They're like, what is like, you gotta go to Saudi Arabia, but you're just gonna take a bump. Huh? What? I'm gonna give you more money than you've ever earned your entire year this year. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, right. They probably go on tour and like see the sights and stuff like that.
They play with the sword, the sword dancing.
Oh god, yeah. Drew probably had the most fun with that. But other than that, I mean, they're probably going to do this match on SmackDown. So, do you really care about this match though?
No.
Yeah. The boss, the booker, whoever booked this show probably thought the same thing, exact same thing. So, okay, let's just have them do a run-in, beat them down. So, at least you protect the Viking Raiders.
Yeah, I think it's smart because clearly nobody wanted to see this match.
Nope. Raiders have been booked so poorly that nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, so like I think it's great that they just moved on from this. So yeah, let's just move on.
Just feel bad for Eric and Ivar. Anyway, okay, main event time. Elimination Chamber. Here we go. Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Austin Theory, Riddle, Seth freaking Rollins, and Brock Lesnar. Okay, I know you have a lot to say about this, so go ahead, take the floor.
Oh man, it's not really much to say about this, bro. Everything was great, honestly, until there's two things. What's up with that whole concussion storyline? Okay,
from what I've read as well online, Bobby has been dealing with a shoulder injury, and like his match at the one he had the match with Brock. What was that? Rumble. Yep. He was working shoot injured already. So this surgery, the time off is overdue already. So that's why when people think or say that they thought he was legit concussed, I don't think so. I think it's just a storyline.
That's a storyline, yeah. Don't you think, bro, did he get injured in the match itself with Brock? Because he was taking Germans and he landed on his shoulder a lot. Didn't you see?
Yeah. I think it's probably a combination of both. Like, he probably had the injury already, but he still went into work nonetheless. Yeah. And then it got aggravated to a point where he can't even do anything in the chamber. So it's like, okay, just take this weird bump, knock you out. We'll say it's a concussion, and then you can take some time off.
My problem with the match was, okay, if that was a storyline that they wanted to play off in the match, they did that weird ass thing, and the cage glass hit
Mm.
Lashley, then he got injured, blah blah blah. So that was okay. So now they have an excuse to take out the champion, right?
Yeah, and also it doesn't make him look bad. It's like, oh, it was an accident, and authorities are preventing him. So it gives him down the road the valid reason to come back and say, actually, I didn't lose the championship, because technically he didn't lose the championship, right?
Yeah. So now they're saying that she's going away for surgery. Does that mean? I mean, he's gonna completely miss WrestleMania?
Yep.
That is very sad, because like he's one of the pillars of a Raw this last year. But the thing that got me so annoyed was that all this happened, right? Then all of a sudden, whether they make a decision or they call it on the fly, suddenly Brock Lesnar kicked his way out of the freaking chamber glass and started to do Brock Lesnar things.
I don't know why. Okay, explain to me why you're so upset about that, because I wasn't as upset as some people were. I when it happened, I was like, but this is very par for the course when it comes to WWE booking Brock Lesnar. You book him like this unstoppable monster that, you know, like the fact that he eliminated everybody. I'm like, yeah, this seems like very WWE booking.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm upset because they did everything so predictable that everything that came out and during this match, we all talk about it 4 or 5 days beforehand. It's like, yeah, this is gonna happen, bro. It's gonna come in and just kill everyone. And like, I just wish that that might be the predictable thing, but that's not necessarily the best thing in terms of giving us a great entertaining match. Like, first of all, him kicking out of the chamber, right, completely shits on the entire concept of the chamber match.
Yes.
You see, all the other wrestlers throughout history waited for their turn.
Yeah.
This fucker, I feel like just fucking kicking, like in storyline purposes, I just gonna kick out for no reason.
There's one. I believe there's one. Somebody damaged a cage, so the pod, so he got out earlier. I forget who, but I
know.
It's in my memory somewhere. Somebody did this before, but
he cock up, is it?
Don't know if it's cock up. I think it was a cock up. The glass broke by accident, so he just fucking entered lah. You know, bopian. I have to.
I think I remember. You know what? It's the Intercontinental match, Intercontinental title match. Mark Henry or something like that.
Yeah. So it has happened before lah. But okay, I see your point as well.
The thing is, okay, I do not know whether because of the injuries storyline that Lashley went through, then they are like, okay, this was always the plan for him to kick out because of this.
Yeah.
Or they decide on the fly like, oh, okay, let's not buy time anymore. Let's just let him go out.
I don't think it was decided on the fly, because the way he broke it, it looks pre-broke. It looked gimmicked. It looked like there was a hole cut for him to smash.
Okay.
Already. I could be wrong. I need to go back and watch it, but it looked like it was set up to break.
Yeah, it does. My main thing was that he essentially sacrificed 2 former world champions.
Yep. He didn't just sacrifice the world champion. He sacrificed everybody in the chamber, plus the chamber itself. He no-sold the chamber.
Yeah, okay. He eliminated who was the first one he got rid of? Riddle. Riddle got eliminated. Yeah. Then there was Seth Rollins. Then AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Right. So like these 3 people, okay, Riddle get mauled and killed, I don't care. Like, yeah, that is where he is right now in his career. But like, couldn't Seth Rollins and AJ Styles be more cerebral?
Yeah.
Didn't both of them? Okay, Seth Rollins beat Brock Lesnar before in a one-on-one match. AJ Styles gave Brock Lesnar one of the best matches of his career and almost beat him. Couldn't they just be smarter, like not just get killed and get squashed?
Like, okay, my big thing also at the end was the final 2, right? You knew who was going to win already. It's like, there's no way Austin Theory is winning this. It's impossible. Yeah. And you had him at the final 2. It's like, so obviously it's going to be Austin Theory lah. Like, they tried to, you know, hint that, oh, maybe Austin Theory can win, but when he did the low blow, but then, I mean, like, who really believed it? You know, I didn't believe it.
It should have been AJ.
Yeah, or Seth.
Yeah, Seth would have been a great wild card.
Yeah, bro, but, I would even buy Riddle, honestly, because he's quite high up there in terms of popularity. I would even buy Riddle. And we all know also, like, for the Smarks, we know that they have some beef. So I like, ooh, right? So I could even buy Riddle, but Austin Theory is like, okay, immediately we know he's gonna win already lah.
Yeah. And okay, everyone was talking about like the crazy bump he took on top of the pot, right? The F5 bump. But honestly, like, I wasn't impressed by it because first of all, he's gonna land on a very nice padded floor, bunting. And it's not as if he took a front or flat bump. He just literally like went out.
To be fair, I know exactly what you're saying, but I think this is one of those things you have to close one eye because safety. Like the original, like we remember the Elimination Chamber when they had the metal grating floor, right? Wow, that one, you land on that shit, is gonna hurt.
Yeah. You know what would have been a more spectacular F5 move that he could have done? On the top of the pod, he F5 and slammed him, fly into the chain, then he dropped.
Oh my god, but that would hurt. What? And if you get it's done for safety.
Yeah, it's clearly for done. Clearly. But what I'm saying is like, especially after AEW, where Cody took a cutter from the top of the ladder and fell how many feet and did a flat bump.
Yep.
Like it's not as impressive as people thought it would be. And WWE, that was they were riding on this one moment to essentially sell this match.
Yeah. Maybe he could have fired him into the ring. I don't know. But outside is supposed to be more dangerous, so it would have looked better. But yeah, I know what you mean lah. I tried to, when I looked at it, I was like, okay lah, I have to forgive them for that because you can't very well have him try to front bump on, even though it's not padded, even though it's not the chain link, it's still a dangerous bump.
Yeah. Oh, I was just looking. Irvin suddenly sent a whole bunch of messages. I'm just reading through it.
Yeah, Brock on Pat McAfee's show, right? He randomly broke Pat's table. Maybe it's his new gimmick. He just breaks shit.
He just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
no, but you watched the entire interview?
No, I didn't.
Because actually, like, honestly, that was the best, most in-depth interview I've ever seen Brock give. And so honest, I think because I think Pat and him have a great chemistry or energy, like he feels comfortable around him. But he essentially is at a point in his career where he is just enjoying himself.
Yeah.
And the crowd doesn't hate him as a character or as a guy. Everyone loves and respects him. Everyone think he's awesome. He should be in his spot. But I think we are frustrated because WWE feels like he needs to sacrifice the entire roster just to make him big when he doesn't need it.
Well, and here's the thing. So when Roman Reigns finally beats Brock, and look, man, there is no way Brock is winning WrestleMania. That, like, it makes no sense for that to happen, right? I would be very upset if that happened. I think the end goal is to make Roman Reigns the guy, crown him the unstoppable, indestructible by beating Brock Lesnar. And I think that's where they're going with it. And that's why it's okay for Brock to come in and destroy everybody, because Brock needs to be the ultimate destroyer, untouchable, so that when the person who finally beats him, that person gets that rub. And then Brock can go back to, hunting and fishing and whatever the heck he does, lumberjacking, being a Viking.
Yeah. No, I don't mind. Clearly, the angle is to make Roman the unstoppable number one guy in the whole industry, blah, blah, blah. Double champion. I think that's going to be his new gimmick going forward in this new year, right?
Yep.
I'm just saying is like, who is going to be his dance partner next?
Whoever it is, hopefully they can build them up in credibility. And just by working with Roman, will get the rub, right? And you think about it from a money perspective as well. Like USA is probably telling WWE, fuck, we want some of this Roman Reigns rub also, right? Yeah. So have him as a double champ. He shows up on Raw and SmackDown. Yeah.
Seems like that's gonna be the case going forward, lah. I'm just thinking about the main event roster. They have great, like, I think main event caliber wrestlers like AJ Styles. I think Seth Rollins, even Randy Orton can go back up there. Over on SmackDown side, I know they have completely destroyed Big E. But honestly, I think Big E should still have been a main eventer.
Yep.
But other than that, like, they need more main eventers, and they need to have their main eventers being strong.
Yep.
Because right now, Randy Orton, I don't see can defeat Roman Reigns. But the Randy Orton, I know he can be the legend that is Randy Orton, should pose a threat to Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, he might like come very close and play mind games and stuff like that. But he's busy trying to build up Riddle lah. So I mean, it's a weird situation lah. Yeah, I saw a quote from Brock Lesnar who says like, some of these young kids need to step up and be noticed and be the next star. It's like easy for you to say lah,
Yeah, that
You're
was what
already
Brock
there.
said. Yeah. But I know, because Brock has the same mentality as Undertaker. It's like not the gimmick or not the industry, is what you do with it. I get it. But like right now, if theory is the future, quote unquote, right? I'm all for it, because we all know how talented he is. He's like a great prodigy as well. But he needs to go through the classic route of getting over in WWE.
Yeah,
what's the classic route, right? win a big cut title first.
Yeah, IC or US title first, then have
win a Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
road to WrestleMania. That I don't mind, but don't hot shot him suddenly. Okay, he in this chamber is like Randy Orton in 2003 with Triple H in the chamber.
Right. Well,
not ready yet.
Technically, you could if he hits with the crowd, but I don't think he's hit with the crowd yet in that way.
Nah, not that. I don't know anything about his personality, his motivations.
But he's so young though, so yeah. Irvin says Brock did stuff outside of the WWE to build his name. That's exactly it. So WWE right now, like a lot of corporations, they just want to leverage on people's names. And I think they are having an issue, a problem building new stars because the product itself, while we all love the product and, nothing against it, it's competing against so many other entertainment things out there, sports out there. It's just so much harder to have somebody just be larger than life and become a mega star. And we talked about this last week, versus the Attitude Era versus the 80s Golden Era. Why do we not have another Stone Cold or another Hogan or another Rock? Well, that's because back then people's attentions were not so divided. Now it's like I could be watching Raw, or I could be watching Netflix, I could be watching Disney Plus, I could be watching YouTubers. That's why they have to bring in one jackass, have to bring in Logan Paul. WWE is playing on a completely different level, for better or for worse. I'm just saying it how I see it. They're playing on a completely different level versus AEW, who's like, oh, we are pro wrestling. So goes back to the old best booker of 2022. See how I fucking went full circle there.
Yeah,
it's comparing two totally different things. You can't compare what Tony Khan is doing and what Vince McMahon is doing. So yeah, Tony Khan should be the best booker because he's competing against nobody else.
I might even give you a slightly contrasting opinion.
Okay.
I will argue right now it's easier than ever to build a star.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because it's okay. The conditions and the environment might have changed, but it's essentially the same thing. Put as many eyes into the product as you can, or put as many eyes into this person as you can.
Yeah.
Right now, people are not watching wrestling. That's the fact, right? But people are watching so many other things. So why not put your wrestlers in so many other things?
That's why Cody is a huge draw, because he's on the Roads,
Go Big Show?
The Go Big Show, Roads to the Top, whatever shit.
So okay, for example, Sasha Banks is the perfect blueprint, no pun intended, to be a superstar wrestler in this generation.
Yeah.
Have her on Disney Plus Mandalorian, have her on Hot Wings on YouTube, have her do stuff with other celebrities, have her open for the NFL. That's how you become a star.
Yep.
Like I thought Big E actually, if they actually stuck with him, he was actually becoming a star. He was opening for, like, remember there was the boxing fight?
Yeah.
He opened for that guy, I forgot what's his name, Tyson's Fury. He was on Complex, Breakfast Club. That was like a huge for the black culture. I think Sami Zayn, the fact that he was on the red carpet for the opening of Johnny Knoxville and covered by TMZ, that's how they become stars.
Miz on Dancing with the Stars and on Miz and Mrs. Yeah. Total Divas, Total Bellas.
Yeah, total. So I think Nikki Bella, the Bellatins have transcended wrestling and become celebrities on their own. So WWE should focus on making their superstars, not say celebrities, but multi-skilled talents that they can do all these things.
Which means the actual wrestling product, wrestling, the technical side of wrestling is going to get less and less and less. And you're going to have less purists and more like people who want to do everything. Because at the end of the day, we only have 24 hours in a day, right? So either you're honing your wrestling craft or you're on the set of The Mandalorian. You can't be both.
Yeah. So that's why I said, like, if for the pure wrestling purists, luckily we have AEW. AEW is where you're going to be a full-time, like a wrestling star.
Yes.
But for WWE, I feel that but this might be the reason why a lot of this new generation want to go into WWE, because like, I got more opportunities to become a star. And
that's why, like, you look at how WWE is bringing in talent. They are not looking to bring in like people from the indies. They are doing open casting. Oh, you're a sports person, like, you're like, come join us. We recruit, we train you to wrestle. So it's no longer And I see a lot of this in traditional media as well. And I mean, I look at my job as well, you know, like when I first started, it was all about, all right, yeah, I love radio. I'm just going to focus in on radio. And these days, man, you look at these kids, like half of them couldn't do a proper radio show, but they have so much more following. And then people from their Instagram come onto their radio show and they become successful. So it's no longer about it's sad to say, no longer about the core product, which is pro wrestling. And I think Vince, credit to him, he saw this coming many, many years ago. That's why he became sports entertainment.
Yeah. And also credit to WWE, and I think that might be Vince. But which major corporation latched onto social media first? I think it's WWE.
Well, wasn't it because of whoa?
Yeah, okay. Zack Ryder was the one that opened their eyes to it. But remember when WWE did a lot of crazy shit, Talk lah. Remember Talk?
What?
You don't remember, right?
No, I don't.
Okay, when social media was in its infancy, they were trying to back and like launch their own social networking apps, or like they partnered with like all these new things that weren't really a thing. They were together with Vine for a bit, Tout, Facebook, but only Twitter was the thing that they latched onto that actually worked, and Instagram and YouTube, and like once like Zack Ryder opened their eyes, then they went all in on YouTube. WWE has the biggest social media like presence among all the huge sports leagues and brands. So they are still innovators, but I think they see what I see, where wrestling is not the thing that's going to bring in the audience.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, you're right. Wrestling is no longer the thing that it will bring in some people like us who are fans from back then, and maybe some new ones, but ultimately it's celebrity that's going to draw in the fans. Oh, I know this person from this show. I know that, you know?
Give royalty, give the best term for it. Cross-pollination.
That's right. Undertaker at Bad Bunny's concert, Yeah, it's basically pop culture, bro. Like all the rappers, bro. I think rappers are doing more for pro wrestling than wrestlers themselves, bro. Irvin says RKO out of nowhere rescue Orton. In a lot of ways, the John Cena "You Can't See Me" meme also made him more relevant than ever.
Yeah. So like Batista, like tell me what you want or give me what I want.
Yeah,
I think that made him relevant to the new audience.
So Austin Theory or any of these young stars, what they need to do is meme themselves. Is it?
Meme themselves, become a cross pop culture crossover star somehow.
Okay. Let me put it to you this way though. You can do that, but then your actual in-ring work needs to be good also, because you can bring people over, but if what you do is shit, or maybe the way you're booked is shit, then they won't stay. Right? Because I bring that up because you know who likes to do a lot of these meme things?
Yeah.
Give you moments, the Young Bucks. So that's when people go, oh yeah, I know them, I see this clip of them, or Kenny Omega. But when you actually watch their programs and what they're involved in, it's like, oh, what is this bunch of shit? Not interested.
Okay, let's play a game, bro, before we wrap up this show.
Sure.
You give me a wrestling name, I tell you which brands they should work with to become a crossover star.
What the fuck? Okay, come. Matt Riddle.
Fucking weed brand promoter. He's just go all in on the weed culture, bro.
Okay.
I want him to appear in all the music videos with Snoop Dogg and just smoke weed.
Austin Theory.
Austin Theory needs to go on Love Island.
Oh fuck yes, you're right.
Perfect, right? And then he talks that I'm actually a full-time wrestler, but I'm looking for love. Yeah. Love Island, perfect.
Bro, do drop.
The biggest loser. I'm sorry.
Fuck, you're terrible, bro. What is wrong with you?
Okay, no. Okay, let's not talk about size. But Dewdrop will be perfect for like being a plus size model influencer who like believes in body positivity and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's perfect. It just writes itself.
Cora Jade.
Oh man, Cora Jade should be the teeny bopper, like all the Nickelodeon stars all fall in love with her. She should have a spot in Riverdale or some shit. I don't know.
Riverdale. Okay, one more. Braun Breaker.
Oh, Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker can do so many things. Okay, first of all, Steiner Metz will forever follow him for the rest of his life. I want Braun Breaker to appear on a YouTube Wired challenge, like explaining, like you know like YouTube explain. There's an explainer series where like like astronomer reacts to Armageddon movies, or like CSI detectives real life CSI detective react to That kind of thing. So like you can hire Braun Breaker and make him like the like explain shit in a wrestling way.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so I think right, WWE, what they need to do right is hire like really creative people who can like meme their wrestlers, put them in very funny spots like Comedy Central.
Yeah.
That's the way to use these wrestlers.
Yeah. So, like I said, the funny thing and the sad thing is none of it has to do with getting better in the ring, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't. Like snap into a Slim Jim. That has nothing to do with Macho Man's ring ability.
No, but everyone remembers snap into the Slim Jim.
Yeah, okay, but that's why you're right. You should, by minimum standard, be a great wrestler.
Yeah.
Then you can get these opportunities.
Yeah, and well, that's the WWE machine for you right now. So it's interesting. Like it's interesting to look at the landscape as it is now, both coming from a media perspective as well as a fan perspective also.
Yeah.
So okay, let's put a bow on the Elimination Chamber. All in all, like there's very little you can say about the wrestlers themselves because they do. And like all of them are there for a reason. They can do it, right? It's just where the storyline is going, whether we like it or not, whether we enjoy it or not. I know you weren't a big fan of Brock, but I see it more of a yellow. It makes sense, and that might just be the problem with the WWE. Too much of it is way too predictable already. Oh, yeah.
We know the end goal.
Yeah, Brock versus Roman, we know that's going to happen. That's the big money match. And we all know Vince loves the once in a lifetime or first time ever match. So it's the first time title unification at WrestleMania. Makes sense. Maybe where they can be creative and do shocking moments is post WrestleMania, like Survivor Series, Royal Rumble. Maybe that's where they can get more, wild,
I'm just curious to see how are they going to pad out the card. Like clearly we know the main event has always been set.
Yeah.
We know the women's title, who's going to fight who.
Yep.
But I want to know what are they going to do with AJ Styles? What are they going to do with Edge? What are they going to do with Team RK Bro, like New Day, like the rest of the roster? Because they also deserve the spotlight.
Yeah, we'll see once that happens. And WrestleMania, they try to involve as many of their main talents as possible. So we'll see how it unfolds.
Yeah. One person that I do not know whether he's going to appear in WrestleMania, but somehow we hope it would be awesome if he does. Cody Rhodes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that leads us to the next topic, and I mean we've already
the final topic. I guess.
We're almost at 2 hours. My God! But then again, it's Cody, right? So the big news.
Thank you, everyone. I guess for still sticking around.
Absolutely, we appreciate that you're keeping us company. By the way, hey, do us a favor. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit subscribe on the YouTube, and yeah, we appreciate that. Okay, yes. Cody Rhodes. So he very quietly left AEW, and then they put out the statements, right?
Yep.
So I still maintain to this very day, this is the biggest, most elaborate work that Cody and AEW is trying to perpetrate on us smarks.
Really? So you think this is a huge ass conspiracy? Give me your theory, bro. I
don't think it's a conspiracy. I think it's a very big work, and they know how to work. And we've seen them try to work the wrestling community before. Like, okay, is anybody outside of the wrestling news network reporting this?
Rose to the top, TNT people? No one?
ESPN, Fox. Okay, Fox wouldn't because they're in bed with WWE. But you know what I mean? I feel like this is a very, very insulated thing. So I don't think this is as big as what us wrestling fans make it out to be. Like if I told my wife this, she'd be like, "Who the fuck is that?" Or "Who cares?"
Yeah,
if I told.
He's not big enough name lah.
Yeah, well, unless you watch TNT and Roads to the Top or the Go Big Show. So I still actually believe that this is a work. As in, like he's gonna show up on Dynamite and be like, "Ha, fuck y'all," or they are gonna work an angle where Tony Khan finally pays him what he's worth, and then he can come in as being a super diva and be all like, "Oh, see, now only when they pay me, then I come back." So I think
cement his heel turn though.
Yes.
Is that what they're going for?
Yes, that's what I feel like. This is my gut. Obviously, I don't know. There have been a lot of rumors, right? But rumors are all rumors. And the rumors are, WWE wants to bring him in at a main event spot because, he's made a success of himself. I've read reports like, to bring in an EVP of AEW, that's a big deal. So it would be a huge blow. But honestly, I feel like WWE has so many things on their plate already. I don't think they give a fuck.
So I'm just trying to like read between the lines, right? For me, right, if dirt sheets are openly speculating that you're joining WWE, and that's not really going to happen, right? There's one easy way for WWE just to end this nonsense and just call bullshit on their so-called work. WWE spokesman can just put out a statement and it's like, oh, we are not going to sign Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
Right? Because essentially, isn't this slander that they keep bringing WWE, their name?
No, but why do they even care? Like, my argument is this is so under their radar, so not relevant to them. They're like, no need to even give them any attention. Because... Yeah. Like this is always like the mentality, right? If you are the bigger company, you don't acknowledge anything that the small company is doing. They don't exist. So in this case, that's what I feel WWE is doing. I'm sure people are talking, but they're like, I don't care. Like it's more important that we talk about Undertaker going to the Hall of Fame or WrestleMania main event or whatever. Why should we even give this any publicity? Because the second you say, oh, we are not signing Cody Rhodes, then people are like, Cody Rhodes, what? Then you lead them down the path towards AEW. So my takeaway is like they don't care.
Okay, fair enough. I would say right now, I can't be sure. It looks legit. You know, I also write freelance with Sportskeeda, right? So I get like all this insider information on like the contract situation, blah blah blah. And did you realize or do you know that actually Kenny Omega has come out with an interview recently with Dave Meltzer?
Yep.
Where he talked about the experience and how actually they have very separate visions from Cody Rhodes, because Cody Rhodes apparently is the one that was been instigating for a WWE versus AEW battle, but the rest didn't really was up for it, or they didn't really care, just wanted to have another promotion. So
what you're trying to say is Cody Rhodes is actually the one with the sense and sensibility to do a proper pro wrestling show, whereas Kenny and the Young Bucks are just there to have their own little indie mud show fun club.
I don't know whether it's that or whether it's like Cody Rhodes is the one that want to stir shit with the opposition company, always calling them out, where Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes just wants to just have their, like you say, exist in their own world.
Yeah.
I really do not know, but I think it's very obvious that Cody Rhodes was never really part of the clique.
No, he is like not part of the elite for sure. But or that's what they are trying to make you think.
Because Bullet Club essentially are great workers. They like to, I mean, not great workers, but they like to work people, right?
Yeah, exactly. They like, this is, maybe they just sat down and look, let's pull off the ultimate work where we work the wrestling media and just feed them this, story of how he's left, blah, blah, blah. They have tension. And maybe there is tension, who the fuck knows, right? But at the end of the day, I don't believe that Tony Khan didn't have enough money to bring him back.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how certain are you that he will not appear at WrestleMania?
How certain am I? Oh my god, is this going to bite me in the ass? Do I have to put up a bet?
Yes, put it out, man. Put it out there.
Okay, I say 9. I'm a 9 that he won't come back.
Okay, I would say that it's a 6 that he won't come back.
Oh, so technically you're still leaning towards he won't come back lah? Because it's a 6.
I'm still leaning towards he won't come back. But I still think for sure that he's actually not signed with AEW. Like he's really left. Okay. Like officially, he's really left the company.
So I hear what you're saying, and on a scale of 1 to 10, in terms of did he leave and piss people off, I actually can believe that. Like but him returning to the WWE, I'm like not so much even, right?
Especially after all the bridges that he burned, all the shit that he talked.
Okay, not just that. I mean, Vince will gladly bring anybody back if it can make him $1. But you are telling me that Tony Khan, Mr. Moneybags himself, couldn't find the money to retain Cody, and that same amount or more, obviously, right? Right? WWE is willing to shill out for Cody? I don't think so,
Okay, I don't think that he doesn't have the money. He clearly has the money.
Yeah. He just doesn't want to pay.
I think he's choosing not to spend the money on Cody.
So, because, whatever this amount is, then it must be quite high. So, do you think the WWE sees that Cody has that value? I don't think so.
Okay. first of all, the reason why, according to the reports, why he quit was because he wanted to be paid the same amount as the top earners like CM Punk and Chris Jericho. That's number one, man. He wanted to resign. Secondly, he wanted to retain some of the creative control. Like he used to be one of the main bookers along with Tony Khan and the rest, but now it became the Tony Khan show purely. So he actually was more affected by his loss of booking power because he thought that being a booker was his way to pay homage to his dad. That he was a booker in WCW and he also had to be a booker in AEW. So now he realized that he's losing a lot of his power. He's not being paid like the top guy. He doesn't see value. Like his value has been diminished so much that he starts to like, okay lah, then maybe because they said that he has been in contact, his lawyers have been in contact with WWE officials. Probably WWE gave him a huge payday. Probably asked him to like, okay, wrestle a one and done match. And he's like, okay lah. Like I think maybe the money that WWE offered, not because I'm pretty sure WWE can afford to give the money. It's not that they can't afford it, but it's for them, they like the thought of, we got a AEW original of building blocks to sign back with the company.
I think you're giving AEW too much credit. I don't think WWE gives a flying fuck either way. And I think that the more, like you just said it too, right? The fact that he lost all that booking power, so what is he going to do? Go to a place where he'll have even less say and less booking power and be told to do everything? Does this sound right?
It doesn't. It doesn't. No, honestly, it doesn't make sense if he comes to WWE. Like, why would he come back?
Yeah, because, okay, let's say WWE, for whatever reason, decide, oh yeah, we're going to give you all the money. WWE is not going to give him creative control at all. We know that's an impossibility. Writers are going to be down his neck, and we know that he loves doing his fucking ridiculous promos and whatever, right? So you think
and most he's going to be a upper mid-carder.
He's not going to be a main eventer. He's not going to be mixing it up with Roman Reigns. So
honestly, you think that Vince McMahon will let him beat Roman Reigns or Bobby Lashley?
Exactly.
So.
No, right? So that's why I'm like, I don't think maybe I can buy the one and done as well, but if anything, he comes in one and done like Sting, gonna drop out.
Okay, what if my prediction, he literally quit AEW.
Yep.
He just wrestled a one-off match towards WrestleMania, but then he actually comes back to AEW a later part of the year.
I don't see. If anything, what he's doing, and we all know how he and his wife love to go into business for themselves, right? He's just trying to up his value by creating this bidding war that doesn't exist.
So who say Cody will open a new wrestling promotion?
Oh Jesus Christ!
The Cody Rhodes Wrestling CWA.
Oh God! Didn't Braun Strowman and EC3 do it?
Apparently so. Apparently Control Your Narrative is actually a legitimate company and they apparently have a television deal.
And their new head of director, whatever shit, EVP, Cody Rhodes.
What if Cody Rhodes controls his own narrative?
Oh, fuck lah. Everything that has happened with Cody in the past few years leads me to believe that his ego will not, or maybe his wife, more like, will not let him go back to a place where he has no control at all. And I don't think they are like hurting for money also because they already got that TNT payday from Tony Khan. I don't know what's going to happen with Roads to the Top and all that. That's why all this leads me to believe this is just a work. And he's just creating this artificial buzz for something that doesn't happen. And he's in contact, he's friendly with all these fellas, what? All these
he's so much in bed with the TNT deal and the whole AEW, right?
It does, to me, it doesn't make sense. And look, prove me wrong, right? If he shows up on WWE, fucking Stardust shows up, I'm like, oh, okay, really? Wow. Didn't think you would do that. But
I tell you, polka dot man, like Dusty Rhodes.
Do you think he will really do that? Seeing what he's done in the past few years, seeing how full of himself and how much he believes in his, hype.
Okay, you know one thing about the report that I really enjoyed, that I actually laughed out loud. Brandy Rhodes said that she's not gonna go to WWE because she still wants to become a champion in a promotion one day. So okay, you get what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
She wants to leave AEW because she knows she's never gonna win the women's title in AEW because she sucked too bad.
Yeah.
And WWE for sure is not gonna make her WWE champion because she also can't handle it the rest. And she's almost 40.
Yeah.
So she just wants to win a titles anywhere. Anywhere would do. Even in Impact also.
Oh, so Impact, all Impact confirm. Brandy Rhodes to Impact. Let's go.
Yeah, okay,
I don't think
honestly,
they probably won't even let her win it in the Impact. I mean, come on, isn't the Impact champion freaking Mickey James, and they have like other talents there as well?
And they have Gail Kim, who actually is the head of talent for the women. So I think they have more respect than that, lah.
Look, the only way that will happen, they create their own promotion. So there you go. A promotion of two, Cody versus Brandy, and then Cody will lay down for Brandy.
Bro, that one is a sex video. That one different. okay, wait. Okay, just to tie a bow on this thing.
Oh, jeez.
I really hope it's what you predicted. Like, I really hope it's a huge work, and then Cody will return and she just becomes an asshole, and this is the start of the greatest heel run ever in history. I think that would be amazing. That would be like the biggest news story of AEW.
Yes.
You know what? Fucking hell, he just appear and suddenly challenge Adam Page or whoever for the title.
Yes.
And all out. And that would have created the final leg of this story because this story has been building.
Yep, exactly. So, like, just think about it. Him going to WWE accomplishes absolutely nothing. WWE have so many major stars who are bigger than Cody. He's not going to be above mid-card or upper mid-card. He's not going to want to do that. He's not going to be able to control any narrative. We all know how the WWE works. So for better or worse, I feel like AEW or the Indies or whatever is his thing, and let him succeed there.
We'll watch this space. We'll put a bookmark on this.
Yep.
KIV. I would love Cody Rhodes to come back to AEW. It seems like it just seems in brand with him, you know, like
and
he want to work the whole audience and then come back. Seems like an in brand thing.
And the sort of like the insular fans, the fans who are super into this, they'll be like, "Oh my god, Cody, brilliant, well done. We respect you so much more." Doesn't he crave that? Like, you know, from everything that he's done, that's what he craves, right? So I really feel like this is where it's going, lah.
Okay, we need to put out a poll on Instagram and ask: is Cody gonna leave? Is he gonna appear in WWE? Is he gonna stay in AEW? I think I will let the fans decide, lah.
Is this if anything, he's generated, you know, talking points amongst the WWE fans. I mean, not WWE. Sorry, the wrestling, the smart fans. Oh, I have a plane flying by.
Oh, I can hear it. Wow.
Air show things. But yeah, go ahead, put a bow on this.
Yeah, so I think overall Saudi Mania wasn't as great as last year's Crown Jewel, my opinion. But I think it was a necessary evil to get it out of the way. Now we can fully focus on WrestleMania. Honestly, the last two big events hasn't really hasn't been a great success. I didn't think Royal Rumble was that good. Elimination Chamber was like okay. So I hope WrestleMania redeems WWE in that sense.
I don't know if it will redeem it as much as it will just be much of the same. We talked about it before. Right now, they have a certain pattern they will do, and it looks like they are not in the business of shocking the fans anymore. Yeah.
If nothing else, I'm I'm much more looking forward to Revolution. I can't wait for Revolution. We got dog collar matches. I mean, there's other great things. Like I can't wait to see what happens next with Bryan Danielson and Moxley. So I think as wrestling fans, there's always other avenues to enjoy wrestling if you want to do it. And if you want to enjoy WWE for all the nonsense and drama and everything, like sometimes it's what's the term? Like you just enjoy looking at fucked up things happening. Like not Stockholm syndrome, but like
you just enjoy looking at fucked up things. Look, WWE right now is that juggernaut, is like that Disney corporation where they can just pump out crap and people will still watch it. Not to say that Disney has been pumping out crap, but you know, at some point,
their credit has been having quality stuff.
But at some point, you're gonna reach a level where people start, you know, jumping away because the brand itself is not gonna be enough. You're losing all your hardcore, but are you gaining the mainstream? That's the question. That's what WWE is dealing with. Whereas AEW, they're only focusing on the wrestling fans. So it's going to be very hard for them to grow unless one or two of their roster becomes a crossover star.
You know what? I see potential. I see a Jade Cargill becoming a Hollywood star.
Okay.
I mean, not now at the way she is, but I think she has the tools to become if she wants to.
Sure.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? At the end of the day, it's all about putting eyes to your product, right?
Yep,
So they're gonna do whatever it takes to do it. So
There you
all
go.
the best to them.
Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We've hit the 2-hour mark. We've crossed it quite a while ago. So we appreciate that you're spending your Monday afternoon with us. I'm going to go grab some lunch because I haven't had lunch. I am starving.
I'm fucking hungry too. I can't wait.
Okay, so next week we'll be back. More wrestling to talk about. As always, we'll keep you updated on our socials. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Kick to the Gut. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, do so on the YouTube. Please, if you can, and only if you can, check out our Patreon page as well. Different tiers with different benefits. You can go through it. We won't go through the whole spiel here, but we want to give a big shout out once again to The Shadow and Div Royalty. Of course, our Patreon supporters. You can see their names right there on the ticker. It's part of the second tier of support. Of course, we appreciate that you're here with us. That gives us support as well. And on the Discord, come join in the fun and chat and talk wrestling.
Yeah, man. You guys, at the end of the day, we are all here. We're all wrestling fans. And this is a safe space for you guys to talk about wrestling. Please share on Discord whatever news that you guys have. It really helps with the show. Next week, AEW Revolution preview. That's a week leading up towards it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they put up before WrestleMania.
Yes, this is the one technically final wrestling pay-per-view before WrestleMania. So can AEW do an awesome, critically acclaimed show?
Oh, we got a bit of lag right before we finish. That's okay. It wouldn't be a show without some lag, without some stuttering. So with that said, thank you so much for hanging out. We have some bonus content coming your way very soon. I'm very excited. We can't tell you that much. Akan datang. We'll tell you.
Coming soon. Guys, look out March, bro. WWE 2K22. Lots of content I saw for that. Can't wait.
Damn, can't wait. Okay, as always, it's Mr. Young.
And it's Ford in the building. Have a great week ahead.
Kick to the gut. I like it.